What the hell? Hello. Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello, how's it going? Hello, how's it going? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I started the stream a little bit, well, I generally start at 5 minutes later than it's supposed to be started. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Welcome to the August Finals. Welcome to the August Finals. Here's our bracket for the day. I'm going to show you it really quick, and then we're going to jump in game because we've already started our first match. We're not screwing around today. Okay? Here's our bracket. Bablam. Look, we got Sonic versus Der Shush. Winner will go up against Hawk. We got Starbuck versus the legendary Mr. Winner. Winner will go up against Chaemiko. A lot of human players, but also a lot of potential orc, which I'm a big fan of. If you're an undead fan, unfortunately, Sheik couldn't make it today. We had to go through a lot of players to get to where we were today. Appreciate all the players that I messaged in a panic this morning that responded to me, which I think was everybody, actually. Thank you, guys. We did end up getting all 6 players that we needed, but I appreciate everyone being available when we do need replacements, which does happen pretty often. These are the 3 players that won the cups. Wait a second. Let me fix something. Maybe that helps. Maybe? Maybe? Either way, I'll fix this later. These are the 3 players that won the cups, and then the 3 players that had the most points following that up. Our first game is going to be on Hammerfall. It's going to be between Der Shush and Sonic. We're going to waste no time. We're jumping into the first game. Here we go. If my camera's lagging, we're going to fix that in a second. Don't worry about it. Here we go, everybody. In the upper left on Hammerfall is Der Shush. He went for Speed Scroll Harass and didn't get anything done. Sonic in the bottom right, the bad boy that we know him as. That was a quick speed scroll, but he didn't get any last hits, didn't get the item. So didn't really get much done, actually. And Sonic didn't even have to go for immolation to secure this creep. So pretty good, all things considered there for Mr. Sonic. I got a smoothie here I'm going to be sipping while we're casting our first game because I didn't have time to eat anything. Okay, so here we are. Smoothie in hand. I got a grand in hand. I'm hitting a grandstand. I'm in the bandstand playing the trumpet. All right. Nice last hit there by Shush. Gets the tome as well, I think, there. That's a little spicy, don't you think? Sonic taking a little bit of damage. Shush with a very aggressive opener, and this is a fast tech as well. So he's only got his first grunt coming out now, but he's managed to deter Sonic with just a Blade Master, which is quite nice indeed. Sonic gonna chase him around with level 2 now. No immolation, Sonic, just a mana burn evasion type boy. You know, he is one to go for that second burrow cancel. We see Grubby talking about that all the time in reference to Sonic, but didn't go for any of that today. The critter! The sheep. What is this burrow? I guess he's going to put like his bestiary in front or something to block it, but it's quite an interesting burrow location, no doubt. No doubt. For Sonic, going back here. Hunter's Hall. Perfectly on time, more or less. Ancient War pivoting over with the 4 archers, going to allow the Demon Hunter to keep on creeping. This is a good play from Sonic. There's the Bestiary and Torrent Totem. Demon Hunter's got to be careful. There's a speed scroll. There it is. Grunt gets in front to block. That's a town portal. Sonic? Okay. Jesus, I thought he was going to lose his demon. Nicely capitalizing there, Mr. Shush. Shush, the replacement for Sheik. Actually, a player that technically didn't have enough points to qualify, but he is replacing one player that did, and it's really, really cool to have him. I've been talking a lot about him recently as a player that I'm interested in watching, that I like his style from. So it's great to have him. Fantastic. And so far, putting up a good fight against Mr. Sonic. Lucky playing Orc today. I mean, imagine if he has to play humans, which there's 3 humans in the tournament other than him. He'll be playing Orc. I hope, at least. I like watching his Orc quite a bit. But we're hoping for that. We're hoping for that. Sonic, not quite level 3 from this creeping, but nearly there. Claws +5. And Keeper is out. Tier 3 tech and a double lore. So quick bears for Sonic. I wonder how many Dryads he builds. Dude, I've been watching so much of this matchup recently. If you've been watching my stream at all, my personal stream, you'll just know how much of this matchup I have watched. NA Weekly Cup stopped being played, right? Yeah, there's no more NA Weekly Cup. There's sometimes NA Cups hosted by Mr. Mike from Montreal. Oh, nice little block of the Keeper. There's a Wisp in position for the detonate, but still the Hex can come through, but Sonic is so fast with it. One Grunt did die to the Entangle. Wind Rider coming in. Wind Rider and Walkers. Not in, you know... Well, it is an uncommon build, but not unheard of, let's say. Blade Master, Entangled. There's going to be one more Entangled. The Dryad slow as well. Can the Blade Master get away? No. Last hit from the Demon Hunter, unfortunately, and Shush has to run away, but not only does he have to run away, he has to call for the GG, and that's going to be 1-0. Excuse me. For Mr. Sonic. Almost got the Keeper, but Sonic with that Wisp available. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy detonate there. That's a quick 1-0, guys. One second, I'm just fixing something. Hold up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sorry, one sec. And there we are again. Just fixing my camera. Is it still delayed? It looks delayed to me. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I look delayed. I look like a delayed guy. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I don't think I am. One, two, one, two. The arsonist had oddly large feet. Is it not delayed? It's all good? Okay, I'm just literally losing my mind. But it does look better, right? It's not as blurry as it normally is. Right? Right, guys? Right? Hey, we're improving. Only took me 4 years to stream on this channel to get my camera quality up, eh? Hey? You know what I'm saying? All right, map number 2 is going to be Northern Isles. We're going to jump right into it. Wasting no time. I hope Shush can put up a little bit better of a fight than game 1. Obviously, Sonic is a really difficult opponent in this matchup. If you watch Grubby stream at all, you've heard what Grubby says about Sonic in this matchup. He's just an absolute menace. He knows all the tricks of the trade. And does not take it easy on you. At all. So let's see what happens in game number 2. I changed from just chatting to Warcraft 3. Is it not just chatting right now? Really? Dashboard? Hold up. No, it's all Warcraft 3 right now. I've been trolled! Here's game number 2. Shadow Hunter first from Mr. Shush. In the bottom left, here's Sonic going for the Keeper first. Now, this may seem like a weird build order. Who do you think Mr. Shush beat with this strategy just a couple of weeks ago? None other. Now, he didn't beat him in the series, but he took a map off of him. It also shows just chatting for me? Really? Maybe give it a refresh. I just checked it on my end, and it says Warcraft 3. Very strange. He beat Laliat with this strategy, Mr. Shush. A Shadow Hunter Tower Rush. With this ward positioning, you can creep 3, sometimes just 2 camps at the same time. Hello, Saul. How you doing? It's on just chatting. It does say Warcraft for me. Here, I'll check one more time. Gonna go to the dashboard as he continues the Serpent War creep. Love watching this from Orc. Always a good time. Gonna go to edit stream info. And now it says just chatting. Ooh. Search for Warcraft 3. Done. Well, thank you for that. That's weird that it said initially Warcraft 3 and then just chatting. But now it is updated. Even when we're just chatting on this channel, it should still just be Warcraft. You know what I'm saying? Because when we're just chatting about Warcraft, I'm pretty sure. Either way, appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you.
The player's forces are under attack.
So one grunt does go down, but level 2, he got pretty much all that experience. Yeah, he did get every creep camp. Invol's going to be nearly forced, but he blocks it with the Serpent Wards. Oh, holy. And he surrounds it with a peon? No, he doesn't. Okay. Sonic's diving in for that, but he's got so many peons to play with. He could easily block this. There's the Entangle, Potion of Vulnerability, or TP. He's going to use the Potion. And Sonic backs away. Chop is up, though. He can heal salve over top of it. And is this okay for Shush? I mean, if only he hadn't lost that grunt, you know? If he had kept the grunt alive and just had to burn the Potion of Vulnerability, trading that for all the Keeper's health and mana, I think you're going to be okay with. But unfortunately, he did lose a grunt. Still, though, nice defense overall. Building a tower in his base. You want to build a tower in your opponent's base, not your own. Creeping will continue. For both. What is the real-life equivalent of applying a heal salve over a potion of invulnerability? Bro, I don't know. Maybe medical ketamine? This is going to be level 3 for both players, but the Keeper going to pack a bigger punch initially. Double Torrent Totem coming out. Okay, well, this isn't some weird all-in. This is Shush playing straight Torrents. There's the Keeper. That should just be a dead grunt, right? He didn't even notice? He's not even looking. Sonic just wants to go for the peons more than anything in life. He had a free grunt kill there, but he just didn't look. What was he doing at home? He was building a Hunter's Hall that was completely forgotten about by Sonic. Still, a couple of peons are going to be costly because this is a super lumber-intensive strategy, especially if you want to go for Master Spirit Walkers. Beastmaster second with the patented 6 archers from Mr. Sonic. 7 archers, that is. Did I miscount, or are we missing one right now? I did indeed miscount. There's 7 here. No reinforced defenses. Again, harkening back to the lumber issues of this strategy. This could be a broken base for Mr. Shush. He's got really nothing at all to defend this. Is he just dead? Unfortunately, you kind of need, if you're going to do anything spicy against Night Elf, you kind of need reinforced defenses. Let's see if he can hold. He picks up a Naga, second. One Grunt's going to fall. One Archer did get traded out. Tier 3 is nearly around the corner, but he's got no supply to build a single Tauren. A single Tauren would have quite a bit of impact. If only he can get there. Beastmaster getting pressured. Crystal Ball being sold. Beastmaster level 2 now. One of mana stealing. Second charge being used that was found from the Tuskar by Sonik. Burrow's trying to be built. Entangle on the Naga. Orb was now purchased on the Shadowhunter. Both walkers morph, but Entangle going to insta-kill that one. Not a big deal. At least he forced that Entangle on something that wasn't a hero. There's the orb coming through. Okay, Burrow's going to finish. Then he can start building a Tauren. Maybe. Will it finish? Okay, Sonik is finally getting a lore up now. There's the first Tauren. Another Archer gonna die. There we go. So Sonik lost 5 Archers in that push. Shush lost a Burrow, a Tower, a Walker, and a Grunt. Now, that sounds like a lot, but it's better than losing the entire game. So I'd say, overall, it's a success for Mr. Shush. Let's say it definitely is a success. And now Sonik has a Beastmaster and a Keeper against what may be Master Spirit Walkers at one point. If Shush can hold on, you guys. If he can hold on. Let's see, though. Let's see. Let's not call the opera before the lady sings or whatever they say. Because he's got Disenchant now available. Bears are coming out. Master Training's 60 seconds away.
Players' forces are under attack.
Sonik, is this double lore? Okay, it is double lore. Trying to creep. Can he get this last hit? Oh! Last hit did go to Sonik there. And the item, Claws +8. Walker? Walker? Okay, Walker lives. Keeper gonna try to entangle that bad boy. Heal Wave, maybe? Heal Wave, it could save it, potentially. Heal Wave, and then a Disenchant. If he gets entangled, it will instantly die right now, though, so he's got to Heal Wave it. You got to Heal Wave it. It's gonna die instantly! No! Oh, Beastmaster staffed out. Master Training, not even on the way just yet. I felt like I was Tank in the Matrix 1 saying no there. You know that scene? No! That's what I felt like there. Instantly reminded me of that. He picks up that big laser beam thing, you know? Creeping continues. Shush is holding on, but Sonik wants to end the game. Make no mistake about it. He wants this game over. He wants this series done. Shush isn't trying to let him. Doesn't have Master Training for the Walkers yet, so these Taurens are actually dead if they die. They're not dying in the Matrix. They're dying for real. If you die in the game, you die for real. That was a movie too, wasn't it? Beastmaster lives. Serpent Wards are starting to cook here, but that's 2 Taurens dead. And this bear is staffed out. Shush just can't get anything started in this fight. No Serpent Wards. Walker morphs, but Entangle kills it. Shadowhunter level 4 kills 1 bear finally. There is another Entangle, or even 2. Beastmaster now. Wait a second. Maybe trading heroes. Shadowhunter. Ring of Regen doesn't quite regenerate enough, and both heroes die, and the Tauren also gonna die. GG is called. Oh. It was close. It was close. We just need to hold on a little bit more. Nice try. Let's try to Shush. A difficult opponent in the matchup, but Sonik will move on with ease, as it seems. Oh, sorry, I didn't even update the score from the first game because I was so busy screwing with my camera. Sorry about that. That was, in fact, 2-0. My fault, my fault. We're all caught up on production now, though. We're all caught up, don't worry. So there's that. And now we have potentially Mr. Winner versus Starbuck. GG, Shush. GG's. Cool to see you. Cool to see you playing. At Mr. Winner. Available or need time? Partner Mars too much? Yeah, it's a tough opponent, my dude. All right. So, our bracket is as follows. I will show you guys right now where we end up with. Let me get some Warcraft music on, though, in the background here. It feels very bare. It feels very barren. It's a barren wasteland. There we go. A little bit of ambiance, as they say. Here's our bracket. So, we're either going to have next Sonic versus Hawk, potentially, or if Mr. Winner's available, Starbuck versus Mr. Winner. But Starbuck might need a second, so we might jump straight to this semi-final. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We will see, though. Oh, we will see. Just waiting for responses from the players. Then we're going to jump into another game. Now, I'll show you guys what the points were for this season, this month. So as you can see, this is all the participants, all the points that they got. You get points just for signing up, pretty much. So all these players down here with one, they just played one cup. They just played one cup and got 1 point for that. 2 points means they played one cup, but they made it to the next round, or maybe they played two. 3 points means they made it to maybe the third round, or they played 3 cups, and so on and so on and so on and so on until we get to the top. Now, these 3 players won. We have Chaemiko won 159, Hawk won 158, and Starbuck won 160. They all qualified via that. And then the other 3 players, Sheik, Mr. Winner, and Sonic, all qualified via points. Sheik couldn't make it today. Neither could Jens, neither could Timbrowse. So we had Mr. Shush there with the next leading points. But as you can see, I mean, if you get up to 6 points like Shush did, you could qualify. And a lot of the players, like you can get 3 just for signing up. Let's say you can make it to the second round for all 3 cups. That gets you to 6 points. That means you could have qualified today with all these players. That means we could have just casted your game. So I encourage you guys to sign up, try and make it to the second round a couple of times. You know, maybe you get 6 points, maybe you get 5, but maybe 5 is enough. You never know. You never know. It all depends on the month, and next month starts next Sunday for September. So I encourage you guys to sign up. Okay, we're going to do Hawk versus Sonic. Thanks for playing first. Sonic versus Hawk, and then we'll do Mr. Winner versus Starbuck after that. And there it is. Yeah, of course we have this cup every Sunday if you're unaware of it. Every single Sunday. Which we might, I mean, there's been talks back and forth of maybe changing the format up, maybe changing it entirely. We'll see. If you guys have any suggestions for how you'd like us to switch this up, the format or the tournament entirely, it's essentially, this tournament's always just been, there's a slot on Sunday where we do something. So, you know, maybe in the future we can change it into something totally different if there's interest in it for both players and for viewers. We're open for suggestions for what you might want to see happen at this time on Sundays. It'll probably be me casting. You know, it'll probably have the same amount of, like, prize pool, whatever it is, but it could always switch what we actually do. This is just sort of the best thing we could think of, which I think is pretty cool, but there might be something better. If you guys have any thoughts, you can let us know in Discord, via email, all that good stuff, in chat here, whatever. It's all appreciated because we like to change things up. We don't want to get, we don't want things to get too stale. But for now, pretty good games today. We've got pretty good cups all through the month. We've had a lot more Korean representation. We've seen the Light, we've seen Chaemiko. Just need to see a little bit more Soin. That's what I'd love to see. Soin's streaming right now. He's streaming right now. Would love to see him playing some cups. I know he has in the past, but he's such a nice player to watch. That's really who we're missing. But for now, Sonic versus Hawk, everybody. Arson, have you seen Grubby's boss fight thing? Are you going to try to enter that? I don't think you can enter. Now, I don't want to brag or anything, you know. But let's just say, I don't think you can enter if you're over 2,000 MMR. Let's just say, I might be a little too talented for that. But it would be fun. He literally told me he isn't playing because of ping and time. Yeah, 2 a.m. Korea. Yeah, definitely. Definitely chill. Definitely fair. It is late for Korea. That's why I have full respect to Chaemiko. Chaemiko also happens to have a job at a bar that allows him to to, you know, stay up late because he works at night. Anyway, first game of this second best of 3 is going to be Sonic versus Hawk. We skipped the second round of 6 match, so this is the first semifinal. The winner of this will be in the grand finals. And then we'll go back and see who's going to play in the other semifinal between Mr. Winner and Starbuck. So, without further ado, here we go, everybody. Can we get a Gamba, please? Yes. Let me jump into the game, and we'll get a Gamba going. Here's Mountain King for Hawk in the bottom left. Cool to see Hawk. I feel like we haven't seen him in ages. I think just because he qualified the first week. And then Sonic going for Warden. Mountain King versus Warden. So we're going to keep an eye on the mercenary camp, and I'm going to start a prediction. Who will win this best of 3? Get ready to predict, because I'm only giving you guys 2 minutes. Because who knows what can happen in this match. 2 minutes. Go. Go. Predict. Always love me some good Warden versus Mountain King. Second Ancient War being erected for Mr. Sonic. He's going to start harassing with Blink first. Oh my god! That was the sickest play I have ever seen from Sonic. The Blink steal gets level 2. Oh my god. I was still processing that he went Blink first. And then Sonic does that. Look, and then he blinks into the main. Sonic, absolutely outrageous. I can't believe the prediction is... This is why we don't predict too early in a match, or too late into a match. Holy. The blink first to hit the timing on the rock golem. Absolute Giga Chad. What is he doing now? Why is he here? Why? Okay, he just wanted to steal the Berserker. Alright, Sonic, you woke me up, man. You woke me up. He early shot for a clarity. Mountain King did get level 2. And he's already creeping the shop. This is some solid Warden play. But it's not standard, right? It's very Sonic-esque. It's very Sonic coded, this Warden play. And Hawk missing the Warden. This is going to be level 3 Warden already. And he's got a Potion of Vulnerability, a Clarity, and a Staff. He's going right into the main base. Sonic's going to win this game in the next 3 minutes. This game, I think this game is over. Sonic has all the tools to kill every peasant here. I think he's about to win right here. This is an instant TP from Hawk. He's got a TP back, or he loses. This is ridiculous from Sonic. He destroyed him. Hawk is not town portaling back. This is the most insane game of Warden I've ever seen from Sonic. Clarity, Shadow Meld, keep the harass up. And Hawk's back, but he doesn't have dust. He's going to have to send a footman and use the little resources he has to reveal at the lab. No bolt available. Shadow Meld. He doesn't have a reveal available.
A player's forces.
Was there no prediction? There was a quick prediction. For the whole best of 3. If only Sonic could have popped that Clarity before Shadow Melding, but of course he didn't want to risk it getting canceled. And look at this, he's creeping the same. This is fantastic play from Sonic, it really is. A little bit maybe sloppy from Hawk to miss the creep here, not interrupted at all, and to let the last hit happen, perhaps, but, and to not have an Arcane Tower. A few things, certainly, but overall, fantastic from Sonic. He's going to be level 4, you guys. Link level 2, Claritying up now. Wow.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sonic continues to creep. Holy hell, he's going to be level 5 Warden before the 8-minute mark, potentially. Archmage 2nd coming up for Hawk. Oh, he's going to find a nice item. A second flute. And some tomes. Oh yeah, Hawk. Get it. Another item? Cloak? He's just stealing everything. Oh, another archer as well, but the harass is continuing. Surprised he hasn't at least tried to get an Arcane Tower up. Sell both flutes? He's keeping one flute. Sonic just blinks out the front door. Fantastic. So unorthodox. This is the strangest game of Warden I've seen in my life, but this is what we expect from the bad boy. He comes back in? He's got to be careful. Okay, you can just blink out, right? Okay, there we go.
Player's forces are under attack.
We're still... Look at this from Sonic. The Ancient of War activity is fantastic. Dude, he's going to be level 5 nearly. I think he just needs one more green camp after this. Hawk is refusing to build the Arcane Tower. Not even an Ivory put down. Now, is this another item for Hawk to steal? Almost a blessing in disguise because the Warden does struggle with inventory management. So he's like, yeah, steal some of my items, whatever. Sonic. Double Clarity. Still the Potion of Vulnerability. Still the Staff cooldown available. Goes back into the main, and Hawk has not built a tower. He could have had a tower up by now. I mean, it still would have been devastating, the Potion of Invulnerability Clarity combination, but this is just going to be game over, you guys. Hawk has one desperate push still. And luckily for him, Sonic is a ways away from master training on the bears, but the Warden herself can solo the entire human army, I'm afraid to say. You're like, look at the Ancient War, he's still creeping more. Such great play from Sonic. He goes back home now. And as I said, the Warden can solo the human army. There's nothing to deal with Rejuve either. What is this game? Okay, Hawk getting 2 bear kills. It's great. Has to TP out now, though. Oh, man, the Warden is almost level 6. GG. Holy. All right. There you guys go. There it is. That blink still definitely, that's got to be the highlight of the tournament so far. What is Warhail ENT? I hope this isn't a weird version of the map. Anyway, Warhail is the second map. Hope people use blink first on Lomamar and we'll jump into Surround for nothing. Hey, go for it, man. Go for it. Only has to happen, you know, 1 every 100 times, and you're going to feel real good about yourself. I wonder how many times Sonic's tried that. And failed. Either way, it's 1-0 for Sonic. Well-deserved 1-0 for Sonic. God. He is on one today. I want to see him do the same thing against Starbuck if he happens to play Starbuck later. I hope they go to Last Refuge. Good chance that they do, I wonder. Here's game number 2. Was it a set? Or it was a set Gamba. Set Gamba. So quick peasant, the old school peasant. Is this a tower rush? No. His Archmage was just late for a second. The old school, I don't know what to think of this. Like, what player could we say coined this sort of a farm? Could we say this is the Sky farm? Would we say this is the TH farm? Who's this farm? Is this the Todd farm? Like, which old school human? Because when I think of this, I think of TH, but obviously TH is a relatively new school player. He started playing in like 2008. So if you're actually old school, you wouldn't say it's a TH. You'd probably say it's a Sky farm, right? But it's not commonly done these days. And Footman going aggressive across the map. Sonic creeping quite passively with an early shop. He loves this early shop, and I'm not a, I don't hate it either. What's up, Gengar? How you doing? This is essentially an in-base Ancient War for Sonic. What are we seeing here? He's waiting for the second set of treants, and he's going to creep the Expo. Maybe you can't build the Ancient War here, but he still wanted to creep the Expo first.
Town is under siege.
Footman instantly harassing some Wisps, and Hawk. One camp into Expo, as it seems. Yeah, there's the militia called for the expansion. We'll see if Sonic can keep all of his Wisps alive as he creeps this Expo. Level 2 for the Keeper. Now we'll try to deal with that Footman with Entangle. Hawk is going to expand. that footman is going down. Clarity is courtesy of the quick shop, but look at the tech timing for Sonic. Is he going to put down a tree of life? Did not surprise me at all. Okay, there it is. Yep, being built. Very quick expansion for both players. I don't think either player is going to be able to do much about it. If Sonic doesn't defend, maybe Hawk could run straight across and cancel it, but he'd have to beeline it there. Or he'd have to I-line it across. Capital I. He'd have to run up, down, up, left, up, down, and then cancel the expansion. Maybe an L line would be quicker. Yeah, lowercase L line is what he's going to run. A B, he'd have to go around the whole map, you know? Wouldn't be efficient at all. Keeper level 3. Gonna start killing off the footman, but this tree seems like it will be canceled unless there's wisps to be pulled to detonate. If there's 3 wisps here, he could save the tree. Let's see if there's any chance. If not. No, but he does get a couple of footmen. It's a lot of archers. Oh, he does have wisps now. Like, if he had these wisps just here preemptively, he would have kept his tree alive. But now it's actually tough for Sonic to do much. Footman pressuring in the main as well. Hawk might see this archer count and get quick defend. Wouldn't be the worst call. Re-expanding. That ain't working.
A player's forces are under attack.
This Claw's helping out, of course, for Hawk as well. Militia deal with the Keeper. Keeper out of mana. Double rings as well. Not really helping him out too much. There's a water elemental waiting. Could actually cancel the tree if he's aware.
A town is under siege.
Oh, sorry for the ads. I tried to delay them, but I missed my opportunity.
A player's forces are under attack.
And water elemental did find the tree. Third cancel. Third detonate on the wisps as well towards that tree. And Sonic is being a little bit annoying, but at the end of the day, Hawk is mining. He's happily mining. And he's going to lose so many archers if Hawk reveals. And Sonic realizes that, backs away as soon as he can.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still tier 1 is Hawk. He's had to use a lot of militia. Sonic only teching now, though. Jesus. These are the 2 weirdest games I have seen in a while. Keeper sharking for something, but he's out of mana. He's been out of mana for quite a while, so he should probably try to make his way back home. Get a clarity from that shop that he built so early. Maybe try to find some more footmen. Hawk. His expansion is certainly safe now. He just needs to secure his tier 2. The timings are all going to be de-escalated quite a bit. It's going to be 2-3 minutes later on both sides. So because of this, Hawk doesn't need to worry about hitting too quickly. As long as he's, pushing around the 13, 14-minute mark in this game, I would say he's in a fantastic position. Nice Archer Micro. Water Elemental does go to the Keeper. Level 4 already. And Clarity trying to be canceled. It is canceled. A tree found again! The 4th tree cancel. Oh, man. feels like when you play against a computer and they just keep building moonwells in front of you and you just one-hit them to cancel them over and over again. That's what this feels like. Remember the computer speed runs? Who was involved in that? That was fun. I had a lot of fun doing the computer speed runs. I had a strat where I would 3 militia tower rush a Night Elf and farm surround their hero. And then cancel their Ancient War over and over again. That was my strat. And then I'd grab a Tinker after their hero got surrounded by 3 farms. We need to bring that back, man. That was so fun. Demon Hunter coming out. Mountain King and Double Sanctum on the way. A 5th Tree of Life cancel, Sonic. You got to do a little bit more to try to secure this tree, I'm afraid to say. You got to do a little bit more than just place it down. Okay, maybe you got to defend it. Maybe you got to have wisps available. You got to do a little more, man. 6th Tree of Life.
A town is under siege.
Like, he could have secured the first Tree of Life had he just had 2 wisps here available to detonate.
A player's forces are under attack.
And as said, as long as Hawk is pushing around the 12-13, or did I say 13-14? Either or. Doesn't have to be the super quick 10.5, 11-minute timing that we're used to seeing. Because everything has been delayed a lot for both sides because of this unorthodox early game. Surround potential on the Demon Hunter. He's got double rings, so he's going to soak up a lot of damage. Staff out, 1 Rifleman goes down. That's a nice start for Sonic, who has another Entangle available. Witty with the raid. How you doing, my friend? Appreciate you. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you, as always, for the raid. Welcome to the August finals of the Back to Warcraft Cup. We're just on the 2nd match of 5 today. Winner of this match is going to be in the grand finals, and then we're going to have, after this, Mr. Winner versus Starbuck, and then the winner of that match up against Chaemiko. So a lot of good games still. This has been the strangest series I've seen in quite a while, no doubt. Staff not off cooldown for another 18 seconds. Is the Demon Hunter just going to die? Chooses to mana burn the priest and lives to tell the tale. Absolute Giga Chad, Sonic. Archer gonna fall. Mountain King got level 2. There's a Stormbolt available. Keeper's got to get out of here. 71 supply, 11.5. Somehow Hawk, despite the super delayed tech, I think that Demon Hunter just ran into the creeps. Despite the super delayed tech, he's still hitting a clean timing. 11.5, 71 supply in the base. And this is a, not quite a 50 supply advantage, but almost. That's what happens when you try to expand. I think it was 6 times. Unsuccessfully. That is how it be. And that is a tied series, 1-1. Both players, I gotta say, kind of getting owned in each game. That was very one-sided, both maps. And we have ourselves a 3-mapper, as they say, ladies and gentlemen. We go on to Hammerfall. They're just beating each other up. All young people. What, are we talking about Yu-Gi-Oh right now? What's going on? What's going on with Yu-Gi-Oh? When I think of Yu-Gi-Oh, I have some sort of guilt around it because, like, I just think of all the weird hobbies that I had as a kid. I don't know if every generation was like this, but like my generation, I'm 29. I was born in 1996. It was like when I was 5 years old. or no, it was like 4 years old, it was like Pokemon. And then when I was like 5, it was Beyblades. And then it was Yu-Gi-Oh! And then it was Magic. And then it was like whatever, like Bionicles or something. And just every year I felt like there was a new trend that I was never really that interested in, but everyone else was, so I sort of had to be as a child. And just so much money my parents had to spend, you know? So much money on just a new trend every year. So when I think of Yu-Gi-Oh!, I think of the guilt of that 1 year when my mom no doubt invested hundreds of dollars into a hobby that I was barely that interested in. So Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of guilt there. But I will say the Magic cards are still somewhere in someone's house in my family. So that is not a null investment. Maybe the Beyblades were. Anyway. I'm sure my mom wouldn't see it that way. But I do. Game number 3, Hammerfall. Anyone else have that thought? Is anyone else that's a little older than me, was it like that in like the late 80s for maybe some of you older folk? Older folk? You guys like being called older folk? How's that feel? Oh man. One day I'll be getting called older folk soon. Anyway, here we go. Game number 3. Upper left, Mr. Hawk going for an Archmage, and back to the Warden is Sonic. Like the 2 archers from Sonic, the Yen special.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm an 88 vintage. I know what you're talking about. Sounds good. I hear ya. Magic cards were several thousands. I had to pay with them with my own money. Well, the thing is, when I was interested in Magic cards, I was like, I think 7 years old. You know, which I know it's a pretty good game. I have lots of friends that still play Magic. But for me, in particular, it was very popular in elementary school. So I wasn't buying them with my own money, is what I'm saying at the time. I'm turning 40 in 3 days. Hey man, it's gonna be the best decade. I guarantee it's gonna be the best decade. I don't know many 40-year-olds, but everyone I do know says it's the best decade. And 30-year-olds say the same thing, which I have to worry about pretty soon too, because I'm going to be turning 30 in like 8 months. Is Sonic going in? He hasn't chosen a skill point yet. There is no Arcane Tower. He could go in.
Player's forces are under attack.
No doubt he's going to go in. There we go. Turned 30 last month. So far, not bad. I'm right behind you, man. I'm right behind you.
Town is under siege.
Oh, my 20s are shit. That's funny. Much cleaner, this Warden game from Hawk. He's not taking a ton of damage, but Sonic is so on point with his creeping while he does his harass. Mad Blanky. You know, you got your own view on things. I respect that.
The town is under siege.
Oh, Sonic looking to get some more peasant kills here. Look at the creeping, man. Circlet on the ground. Warden might even get level 3 pretty soon. Taking a lot of damage, and the Archmage on level 2 with a Ring of Regen. Sonic forced to kill the Circlet. That hurts. Of all the items you want to kill, Circlet is not one of them. But level 3, he just isn't building an Arcane Tower.
A player's forces are under attack.
I will say, on what we're talking about in chat right now, I'm going to be going into my 30s in about 9 months. Best shape I've ever been in my life, proudly. By far, the most healthiest and best shape I've been in my life. Absolute Giga Chad. But who knows? Who knows what can change in 9 months? You know what I'm saying? In the prime of my life right now. And it feels so damn good. I thought I peaked in high school, I'll be honest with you guys. There was a while there I thought I did. Oh boy, was I wrong. Archmage doesn't necessarily peak at level 2, I'll tell you guys that much, okay? Generally peaks around level 3. And then slightly peaks when you can retrain to Blizzard later in the game. But for now, run around with level 2. Not going to get much done. Certainly not going to get as many Tree of Life cancels as he got on Warhail. This is going to be a clean second base for Sonik. And a continued harassment of the peasants. This is looking great for our Night Elf friend here, the bad boy. And, you know, it's not a bad thing that Sonik is potentially winning here because there's a lot of human players in this tournament. So this will give us some diversity. You should be rooting for Sonik too, even if you're a fan of Hawk as I am. We do need some more Night Elf representation. Sonik, our only Night Elf player in this tournament today. Does anyone go Blizzard first? Is there any pro players that go Blizzard first? That's a good question. Not really, right? Unless you're playing Archmage as a second hero, you'll see Blizzard first sometimes, but oftentimes it'll be Aura. But really, Blizzard first on a first hero, I can't remember the last time I saw that in like a professional game at least.
Forces are under attack.
I don't know, maybe you guys will remember a game. It's definitely very, very uncommon. It might almost be as common as Chain Lightning first on a Farseer. Archmage now going to try to get level 3. Sonik, look at his experience. His creeping has been really good today, man. I'd be scared if I was the other human players in this tournament. Like, his Warden is looking solid. It's not orthodox. In fact, it's very unorthodox, but it looks very strong. No, I do not often choose Farsight on my Farseer, I'll be honest with you. I'm not like that. I ain't got it like that, okay? I'm too much of a standard player, okay? I'm not a playmaker. There's the Alchemist. And Hawk, I wonder if he'll go tier 3 as well. One Archer gonna fall. You want to keep the Shredder alive, but the Zeppelin is there for it. Alchemist being pressured. There's gonna be one more fan available in a second. Uses it, but doesn't really get any kills. The Water Elemental is a big chunk of experience we could grab. Double Sanctum. No tier 3 for Hawk. Double Sanctum coming up. Hawk just going to keep on creeping and try to hit that timing similar to what he did last game. Sonik going to try to get up to level 5 Warden if he can, and the best way to farm experience right now seems to be off of human units. Oh, doesn't get the second Water Elemental. That would have been a big chunk, but I think level 5 is inevitable now. Heal Scroll forced. Alchemist might be dying. A lot of items transferred over. Going to try to pick up a Zeppelin, but Sonik steals the Zeppelin. Now he's got 2. Luckily, he's going to lose the first one soon, so he needs the second one. Greater Mana was found, apparently? I didn't even notice that he had a greater mana from earlier, but he did. This is level 5. He's going to kill everything. His Warden is just destroying Hawk. Hawk lost everything. I mean, a lot of archers died as well, but can Sonik macro out of this? I want to check Sonic's production back at home in a second. Demon Hunter second coming out. Last hit does go to Sonik there. He gets a greater heal. Alchemist is back. And Hawk really only lost Footman and the Alchemist. But the main thing is the experience given to the Warden.
Player's forces are under
Those
attack.
lures feel late. Yeah, definitely. Lore's coming up at 10 minutes. I mean, I'm not a Night Elf player. Maybe you guys can course correct me, but those do feel late. Hawk building farms. Not the most optimal timing, but he's getting up to that supply count. He needs the fan and knives. Oh, the humanity. We need level 3 alchemists as quickly as we can get it. TPing out. Loses one priest in the meantime. Not a mana burn in time to kill that second priest, but still Sonic is all over Hawk in this game. But Hawk, I was going to say holding on, but he is super trapped. Where's that Zeppelin when you need it? Oh yeah, it got stolen. He is like trapped. Is that enough? Okay, that's enough. There we go. Good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Where's the Warden? Here's the Warden. With a mana pot now. Surprised he didn't grab an anti-magic potion. He's not tier 3 yet. Okay.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
More peasants going down. He's going to kill every peasant here. Oh my god.
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
The mana pot into more peasants. Hawk is just creeping in the meantime. I mean, it's a pretty potent 55 supply because he's got barely any peasants left. He literally has 7 peasants. So it's a pretty good 50 supply army. You look at this, you'd think 70 at least. So, potential? I mean, Hawk's got to win it right here, though. If he's going to do anything, it's got to be on this push. Sonic with not a ton of mana. Hold up a sec. There's only be one more fan of knives. The Warden's taking a lot of damage. Don't count your ducks before they hatch or whatever. Because there's a triple heal scroll. Level 3 alchemist with level 2 aura behind him. The Warden getting some kills, but not level 6 just yet. Heal scroll a little bit late. Demon Hunter forced into a potion of vulnerability. Warden forced into a greater heal. The bear wall is moving forward. Hawk back up to enough peasants. Could grab a shredder to make up for only having one lumber peasant, literally. For now, he's got enough lumber to build some more units. But yeah, I would love to see Hawk go for a shredder when he can. Warden about to be level 6. One more kill, and the Warden is level 6. And that's when it starts to get very difficult. 77 versus 60 supply. Might be seeing the end of Hawk here. This is what happens when you don't get your tree life canceled as well, by the way. Blizzard retrain. The second peak of the Archmage, as mentioned, but the final form of the Warden. With level 6 now. Avatar of Vengeance. Not a lot of corpses available, but we can solve that issue. Still double heal scroll. No, still triple heal scroll. available. We need a bigger breaker wall. Blizzard is pretty good. We're in shadow melding, but still taking damage from the blizzard. That's the appearance. Need to see blizzard on the archers if we can as well. Everything is going to take damage, except for the invulnerable units. Alchemist and Archmage out of mana. Hawk backed into a corner, but with 2 towers to help him. Warden, last fan of knives, countered by 1 of 3 heal scrolls still available. Sonik over pushing? Yeah, he's TPing out. Okay, it's a wise choice, but Hawk holds on, kills 1 bear. 1 rifleman lost at the end. Hawk lives to tell the tale. Sonik shouldn't be too confident right now. Especially if Hawk can, well, I mean, he does have a level 6 Warden. I mean, he can be pretty confident. I was trying to find a silver lining for Hawk, but up against this Warden, it's hard to do so. Third base on its way. Sentry wards on the ground. Actually kind of useful.
Siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Warden. As soon as you give the Warden any space, that's the issue. You have to keep pushing or else this happens over and over again. Luckily, there's not more than 5 peasants to kill here any longer. Yeah, but once you let these bad boys spawn, you're kind of screwed. Oh, it actually surrounds the Avatar. That is super sloppy from Sonik. Now he's got to wait 50 more seconds before he can summon it. If not, he would have permanently shut down this expansion. Hunter doing some nice creeping. Sonic's creeping has been fantastic this series. At least the Warden games have been. That's a decent number of breakers. Now he's supplying that front line for the Blizzard. Warden taking some feedback damage, blinks away, has 1 fan of knives, but can he get into range to use it? Blizzard is good. First heal scroll used. Sonik, this is not turning well for you. He's about to lose 4 bears. Sonik, last fan of knives used. He might want to TP out. There he's TPing out. Oh, Blizzard might kill a couple bears. 1 bear falls. Nice TP from Sonik. Very nicely done. That was scary, though. He could have lost every single bear there if he didn't TP out. Hawk's fighting back. Still 59 against 80. Gets more heal scrolls again. Mining. Not fully on this base. But does find this tree before it starts mining. Rejuve doing its thing. That's the other issue. Like, if you take too much feedback damage, you don't have rejuves to recover from the fight. But Sonik got out of there quick enough that he still had some mana left on the bears. And oftentimes you might even spam Roar just to not take the feedback damage itself, but luckily Sonik didn't do that, because he needs the healing. Avatar's off cooldown. Hawk might want to think about buying a TP just to be able to get out, but maybe he's felt all in for a while.
A player's forces are under attack.
67 versus 86. Wellspring only now being upgraded. Better late than never, though. There's also marksmanship on the archers, which is nice. Mana knives. Heal spray. Very effective. Mana burn to get rid of the blizzard. Demon Hunter around the corner from level 5. Next fan of knives is good. Hawk refusing to use that first heal scroll. Now he uses it, but he lost a bunch of units before. And this seems to be just too much Night Elf. If he had more Blizzard, maybe this front line could start to die, but he just doesn't have mana because of the Demon Hunter. And speaking of no mana, Alchemist also burned to nothing as well. Warden low, but still has Fan of Knives available. And this is going to be Sonik moving on. Well-deserved Warden games out of him. He played very, very well. Hawk. I think that last Refuge game was really the one that he can look back on and say, what could I have done a little bit differently there? But Sonic, gonna be happy with that performance. A classic Sonic series. Moves them into the grand finals. Dude, that blink last hit, I'm still thinking about. What was that map? Hammerfall. Gonna go to Sonic. Are we gonna pay out the prediction? Our next series is going to be the legendary Mr. Winner versus Starbuck. Starbuck playing Orc, and we're gonna jump into it pretty much right away. This will determine who's going to play Chaemiko in our 4th match of the day. So this will be the match. And we're pretty much ready to go here. These guys started the first game while we were in that last one, so we're hopping into this on Flow TV. So a lot of games in a row here. Wasting no time. And I'll set up a prediction for this match as well. I'll give you guys 2 minutes, just like the last one, so it'll be a quick one. Who will win this best of 3? Starbuck. The legendary Mr. Winner. Alrighty. And here we go. First game of the series. Already jumping into it. Let's see Starbuck's Orc. For left, Starbuck already harassing the gold mine of Mr. Winner. Mr. Winner, of course. We know his style quite well, but how well prepared is Starbuck for it? Mr. Winner did get a circlet. Great item from the first camp. 1 creep left over. We'll go to the Farseer. Farseer also seems to have gotten a last hit on something for a little bit more experience. Maybe a water elemental. Yo, Ed Williams, what's up, dude? Thank you for the 72 months. Appreciate that. What is that, 6 years? 72 months longer than Sharky has been alive. Happy sub-anniversary. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Yeah, that is indeed. That is indeed a long time, my dude. 2019. What was happening in 2019? GCS was still happening. I don't know what else. That's all I remember. 2 peasants gonna go down there. One wolf ensnared, and we'll give some more experience to Mr. Winner. Last hit there goes to Starbuck as well. Spiked barricades for Starbuck because he knows Mr. Winner has gotten quite a bit of experience, and when you know the Archmage is pretty much going to get level 3, getting early spiked barricades before tier 2 is very, very useful. Water elemental could be denied. Won't be though. And Mr. Winner, no blacksmith yet? Wait a second, no blacksmith. This is not the Mr. Winner that we know. Imagine I got the names backwards and Mr. Winner plays Orc and this is Starbucks human. A lot of footmen gonna be saved. Nice micro on those bad boys. Has to defend against the wolf. Does successfully not get anything canceled, it seems like. Yeah, nothing gets canceled. Nicely done. Pit Lord second for Starbuck. All right, go off. Gets a greater heal. Also had a ring swapped over. Mr. Winner gonna get level 3. Gauntlets over here. There's the blacksmith. A little bit late, but he was under a lot of pressure, and he had a bunch of footmen as well, so not the worst thing in the world. And 7 headhunters from Starbuck and a tier 3 tech with a Tauren Totem. Very 2025 of him. Trying to get this second lab, which he does successfully get all the experience for. Mr. Winner level 3, but his Mountain King's almost out now too. Second Tauren Totem for Starbuck. Yeah, these Orc players these days, they're loving their Taurens. Was Kiwi right all along? He might have been. The Lord's surrounded, but with a greater heal, and just finds a claws of attack as well. I don't know if this is going to go well for Mr. Winner. Triple water elemental helps, though. But yeah, he does back away. And there is a whole lot more claws to be found. He could go for his Expo, this green camp, could be a Gauntlets, and then the Makura camp could also give him some more Pit Lord items, and that's no doubt what Starbuck's going to look for. Stack up that Pit Lord as much as he can.
A player's forces are under attack.
Starbuck just does not stop creeping. I love it. Such confident play, as he's known for. Parry up to Vitality on the ground. One header are going to go down. Maybe a second one as well. Trying to surround the Mountain King, but Mr. Winner too smooth with it. Archmage does get in there. And another surround miss, and he steals the parry up. Mr. Winner out-micros himself, though. He could have gotten out the right side. Mountain King coming back in. Wait a second. A third headhunter could go down. And TP out. Mountain King coming back in. I think another headhunter died. That was 4 headhunters for Mr. Winner. That's not bad at all for him. But there is Taurens and a Shadowhunter coming out. Troll regen as well. I'm always surprised when people get Troll regen. I mean, it's a great upgrade, but you need reinforced defenses, Troll regen, spiked barricades, pulverize, adept training, master training for the walkers, 2 Tauren totems. It's a lot of lumber that you need with just 7 measly peons for Orc. So I'm always a little bit surprised when people get Troll regen, but Starbuck knows the build, no doubt. Just keeps on creeping. It's so good, man. He just keeps creeping. What did he get? Circlet. Could buy another circlet as well. Or no, sorry, was that ring +5 and he bought the circlet? I think it was ring +5 and he bought the circlet. Because the parry up is from the expansion earlier, yeah. Yo, Beolos. Thank you for the 1 year. Appreciate that. I'm here for Chaemiko. Chaemiko's coming right up after this series. He'll play the winner of this series. So you came at just the right time. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for the 12 months. He's a Shadowhunter. Starbuck finds himself a Mana Stone. It's a lot of Chain Lightning he's going to have. And an Orb swapped over now, too. Mr. Winner. Level 3 Mountain King. Claws +8. Now, the Pit Lord would have loved this Mountain King's inventory. But they're both going to be happy with it. Another Claw Camp, potentially.
Player's forces are under attack.
this Pit Lord is gonna tear this human army up. Level 4 in a second. Open for what? Another claws? Does get another claws. Alright, this is a spooky, spooky Pit Lord now. And Master Training, as well as 2 Taurens and a second Walker on the way. So Winner does have a Talent Portal and a Heal Scroll, and also gets Heal Wards. Heal Wards is nice in this situation. So Winner TP's very aggressively straight onto the Farseer. Kind of semi-surrounds it. This is going to be a TP force, no doubt. Some peasants died, but everything lives. The Walker dies! Sick kill by Mr. Winner. That is not going to be easily revived. Maybe Starbuck will try to do a rescue mission. But that is Walker 1 of 1. Or no, okay, sorry. 1 of 2 that died. If this one goes across the map, saving Private... What's a Tauren name? What is the name of the Tauren chieftain? I don't know. I feel like it's Hoof something, you know? Saving Private Hoof. Maybe he'll go for that evacuation mission. Get a Zeppelin. Drop it. Revive it. Pick it up. So we're going to get the last creep camp on the map once this one is gone. Another ring was found as well from the Mercura camp. Look at this Pit Lordio. Jesus, Wheezes. Level 3 Shadowhunter as well. Mr. Winner would love to see him get another heal scroll, but gets a Talent Portal so he can get out. 60 versus 50 supply. These heroes are quite insane for Starbuck. Third Tauren, or fourth Tauren rather. Jesus. Starbuck's managed to keep his lumber quite healthy. I think it's just good positioning on the peons is why he's had good lumber. I always struggle with that, but because my peons are like mining from over here. Unironically. Alright, Mr. Winner breaks upkeep, but he's going to go below by killing the footman. A wise choice from a wise man. We're going to see a Tiny Great Hall. Tiny Great Hall on 60 supply, though. And tier 3 tech with a Griffin Aviary for Mr. Winner. Scouted by a peon. That's a cool peon scout. Very Lin-esque. Ooh, and look at Mr. Winner. This is a sick play from Mr. Winner. Starbuck goes across the map. Mr. Winner knows there's no reinforced defenses. So he's going to kill 2 burrows and trade, not really trade TPs, but 2 burrows still. Mr. Winner's playing fantastic here, you know? Sometimes we meme on him a little bit, but he's playing great. He's playing great. Send the 3 water elementals in, maybe get another burrow. He's trying to buy time for the Griffins. And Tauren gonna go down. Gonna be revived, but that's still experience. That's level 4 now for the Mountain King. Serpent Wards for Starbuck. A Walker also dies. Hold up a second. Nothing has been revived yet. Oh, heal scroll used. 2 riflemen start to die. TP out. Okay, 2 riflemen did die. But that Tauren and that Walker have to be revived. ASAP. Trying to get close to the Tauren corpse. Starbuck? By the way, this corpse is gone. I think it's gone. He didn't revive. Starbuck. Starbuck? He forgot to revive. It does happen. No doubt. It does happen. Oh, did he not revive so he could get a Shredder? No, you'd still be able to revive one of those units without the even with the supply for the Shredder. He's still got lots of time. You needed food? No, no, no. You can revive even without the food.
A player's forces are under attack.
Griffins are out. If Mr. Winner gets like 4 to 6 Griffins, you need the food to revive? I really don't think you do. Are you sure? Even if so, he was at 62 supply. He was at like 53 out of 62. Mr. Winner, you gotta break and you gotta go, man. You're giving him time to get enough anti-air. Build 2 more Griffins. He just needs to get 6 Griffins and go. Giving him way too much time right now, Mr. Winner. This could actually be his game. We don't need a Paladin. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, Paladin's okay. But Pitlord's going to be quite bad against Mass Griffins, obviously. 3 Torns, not going to be great. Maybe he didn't revive the Torn because he knew it was going to be Griffins anyway. So he's like, I don't need the Torn. All right, Mr. Winner. I think 4 Griffins is all we have time for. We got to go. This guy with a peon, so he knew. Yeah, exactly.
A player's forces are under
There's
attack.
more and more berserkers coming out. 2 orbs now as well. I don't know. I think he gave him too much time, unfortunately. I don't think the Paladin was really necessary. I think he should have just pumped out as many Griffins as he could as quickly as possible. Either way, though, too little, too late now. Let's see what he's got in him. 62 against 70 supply.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Torns are going to take a lot of damage, and that'll be a lot of damage spread amongst Spirit Link as well. Howl of Terror is very impactful. Staff out. No Purge there somehow. Finally gets a Purge now on the Griffin. Mr. Winner only killed the first Tauren now. That's the power of Spirit Link. Instantly revived. And TP out. And look at the Pit Lord. Look at all the damage he's done passively. And that is going to be 1-0 for Starbuck. A nice fight there from Mr. Winner, though. We got to give credit where credit is due. Sorry. Doing some adminning stuff. Mr. Winner said after that game, I'm going to play another tournament. I'm going to play another tournament, a best of 2 really quick. Wait for me. I'll play game 2 after. And Starbuck essentially said no. And now he's playing against Chaemiko. So, yeah, that's fair enough. Starbuck versus Chaemiko starting right now. Mr. Winner's out. So we're going to jump into Starbuck versus Chaemiko. Oh, yeah. He's just like, wait for me. I'm going to go play a best of 2 really quick. It's like, no, you're not going to. You're out of the tournament. Anyway, Starbuck versus Chaemiko is our next game, everybody. New camera. I fixed the quality, disengaged. Thank you for noticing. What is it? What? Thank you for noticing. So I can have my points? Yeah, you can have your points. One sec, I'm just doing some production stuff first, so okay, hold up. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So winner of this will be playing Sonic in the grand finals. I do have 7-minute delay because Starbuck's sort of just been going. He's just been sort of playing the game, so we've been trying to catch up with him the whole time, which is fine, I guess. It's whatever. Oh, one sec, my computer is dying. Okay, we're all good. Yeah, it only took me 4 years to fix my camera quality, eh? But yeah, we're going to jump into Chaemiko versus Starbuck in 1 second here. Loading in, everybody. Okay, I'll close out the prediction. Couldn't have predicted that, though, could you? Oh, and also thank you to Yannick1307. When was that? 2 minutes ago. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for the 13 months. Very kind, very kind. How you doing? And who will win this best of 3? Starbuck or Chaemiko? This should be a fantastic series. There's 2 minutes on the prediction started right now. And game number 1, everybody. He's on Hammerfall. This is going to be a great series. Oh, yeah. See how Starbuck chooses to play versus Chaemiko now. In the upper left, here's Starbuck going for... Is this standard Farseer Headhunters? It looks like it. And in the bottom right, Mr. Chaemiko with the 2 farms. Just got off a long shift at the bar. Staying up late to play the finals, which is why we love him. What a legend.
Players' forces are under attack.
Has Chaemiko ever confirmed to be Cool Runnings? I don't think so. And militia, wow, those are some ambitious militia. But look how quickly he starts it. Makes total sense. I mean, he's taking a little bit extra damage on his peasants, but he's going to be done pretty quickly. Long before the Starbuck could get a last hit on the Rock Golem, potentially. Ring of Regen is a great item. But he took some extra damage on the peasants. Might cost him a little bit. But I think 2 or 3 peasant kills is acceptable. I don't know if it's just going to be 2 or 3, though. It might be all 5 with how they're positioned right now. Yeah, it's nice that Starbuck's able to get some peasant kills as well, because trading with the Ring of Regen is just not really worth it. So yeah, 3 peasants. And tier 2 tech, 2 headhunters soon for Starbuck. And it will be an expansion attempted by Chaemiko. Wolves go into the main. Starbuck being chased back. I think he's happy with the damage he's already done, though, honestly. 3 peasants and potential for more.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pressure on the Archmage. Ring of Regen, though, helping out a lot. This damage is not too consequential as it may be in a standard game with no extra items. Okay, it seems like just three peasants died. It felt like a lot more, but just 3. All in all, not too bad, but we're just getting to the start of this pressure from Starbuck. 5th headhunter on its way, or rather the 6th headhunter on its way. We'll see. Very common to see a tavern hero on this map, but Starbuck is playing very passive, so not sure. Not sure what he's deciding to do here. 6 headhunters seems to be the total amount, saving up gold now for something on tier 2. There's plenty of options for Starbuck to follow this up with. We'll see what he decides to do. For Chaemiko, we need to see more footmen, and we need to see defend if he can, ideally. So without defend, we can just see how the footmen just melt. Oh, Troll Regen is going to get some value this game. Every headhunter damaged. Wouldn't be surprised to see instant Troll Regen at tier 2. 7th headhunter on its way. Maybe Starbuck now deciding to go for like a Firelord or a Naga. Because he killed some footmen. It looks like a tavern here. Yeah, there's the Firelord. You can see after he killed those footmen, he was like, okay, I've done enough damage, I can actually justify some sort of all-in. So Bestiary, Torn Totem, Troll Regen, and a 7th headhunter for Starbuck. Chaemiko just desperately trying to hold on. We're going to have to see Militia called, which he already did do preemptively. Shop coming up for him as well. Hello, Saul. Hello, Saul. Militia called. No defend yet. But headhunter getting low. Nice micro from Starbuck to not lose anything just yet. One more footman going to fall. Archmage nowhere near level 3. Second lava spawn. If these ones don't split, that'll be it for the mana on the Firelord for a long, long time. This one about to. Maybe it could be focused down. Doesn't pay enough attention to it, though. Chain Lightning going to clean up those footmen. Chaemiko kind of running out of steam a little bit. Not even started his tech yet. Now Torn Totem and Bestiary done for Starbuck back at home. First Raider on the way, first Walker on the way. Lava spawns continue to split in the peasant line. We're going to see another split in just a second. Oh, almost there. I should call it again. Is this gold peasants yet? No, not quite yet. Headhunters. We're all microed back home. Troll Regen, by the way. One header finally dies. And Blacksmith's going to be focused on. Very difficult game for Chaemiko. He has started his tech. Maybe if he can get to tier 2 and get something like a Panda second, maybe he can hold on. Starbuck is only getting stronger right now. He's only lost one singular unit this game. He's about to have another lava spawn available. Mage gonna be forced into a TP, but if he has to TP, I don't know if he has much more of a chance in this game. Does force him away, saves those couple of militia. Oh, one militia chasing these headhunters across the world. Towering up now, Starbuck just continuing to lay on the pressure. Mage still not able to get level 3. Starbuck about to be Farseer level 3. Kodo now out. And now he's going to try to get level 3. I think this will get him there.
Forces are under a town is under siege.
That's a lot of units. Protection scroll as well. Second tower coming up, shot behind. This is going to be the final punch for game number 1 for Starbuck. Chaemiko very confident to go for the expansion. Got to give it to him, but Starbuck with the Firelord follow-up. Very well executed. Lava Spawn splitting into the peasant line as well. Why not? Mountain King's almost out, and defend is done. The Spirit Walkers are doing a lot more damage than the Headhunters need to. Defend Footman in the peasant line. Just keep them alive a little bit longer. The peasants, that is. There's about to be 3 towers. Is Chaemiko going to try to play this one base? Eventually he's going to lose this expansion. But then he's going to be up against a Firelord second. Which doesn't scale ideally. You know, not as good as a Mountain King, that's for sure. Starbuck going for backpack. I'm not sure why. He's got a shop up behind him. Oh, he wants to go grab a heal scroll, I think, on that Headhunter, which is super sick. Don't often see backpack for the sole purpose of actually going to the shop. The Goblin Merchant, that is. Chaemiko, an impressive hold. But I think he's got barely anything. He's going to just start creeping. Eventually this expansion is going to die. He knows that. You know it. I know it. Headhunter delivering the heal scroll. Beautiful delivery. An expansion will go down. No pillage money, but it's a-okay. He's only got 2 raiders anyway. And Starbuck, I think the best play is just to continue this push to the main. Honestly. Now he's getting pillage. Yeah, I think you try to end the game here. Well, Chaemiko's still weak. And he's going to do just that. He could also try to go tier 3 and like transition into Torrens to make up the imbalance of having a bad second hero, but just going to expand with the 3 towers and continue the push. Chaemiko, respect to him for trying to hold on here. It's like 2 a.m., maybe even 3 a.m. in South Korea, and he's still fighting to the last unit. Which I respect. I respect him for. Very, very few units left, though. Just 2 rifles and 2 priests. Militia fighting against the summons. Mountain King taking a whole lot of damage from the Incinerate. Incinerate that's on level 2 as well. Does a lot of damage. Oh, Starbuck has the speed scroll away. I'm surprised he's given so much respect right now. Yeah, he just wanted to force the Mountain King out of position. Gets the block with the Walker. Almost kills it, but Priest Heal too strong. Stormbolt now. One Headhunter going to go down. Maybe a Raider going to be focused down as well. Careful with that Mountain King, though. One more Ensnare. That Mountain King's going to die. There's the Ensnare, but he repositions it in time. Expansion coming up. I don't know if Chaemiko's aware, but he can maybe intuit that Starbuck would expand there. 44 versus 50. Do not underestimate even supply, but with better heroes for Chaemiko. Expansion. He could click on it. Does he want to commit units to kill the Expo, though? Because every ensnare is going to be a kill. Mountain King's got to be careful. Mountain King's going to die if he gets ensnared. Expansion does get canceled. Starbuck takes full advantage of the situation. Kodo gets a Devour. Headhunters get onto the Priest. Chain Lightning secures that kill. That's level 4 for the Farseer. Kodo. Looks like he'll live. Spirit Link doing a lot of heavy lifting in this fight. But because of it, 2 Raiders and the Kodo getting quite low. And Chaemiko can't finish his food, unfortunately. So, yeah, he does a lot of damage, but doesn't actually secure any kills. And that is reflected in the amount of experience for both these players. I don't know if that was quite worth it for Chaemiko. Maybe he could have just waited and then done one big push towards the expansion. Maybe even got a workshop up for a mortar team to deal with the towers, but he tried. He did get the cancel, but the cost was heavy. Would love to see a Blizzard retrain. If you can creep Mountain King to level 3 and retrain Blizzard, that would be quite pog, as they say. Oh, nice blockading the way. Starbuck gonna try to expand here. Looks like he's still thinking about it. Oh, and tier 3 and second Tauren Totem. There's the second idea that I had. If not expanding, go tier 3 for Taurens. Because, you know, your army is not going to be that strong on tier 2 with a Firelord second, but if you get Taurens, it doesn't really matter what heroes you have, right? You're always in pretty good shape with Taurens. He did retrain to Blizzard. Mountain King's almost level 3. Oh, Ice Cream Man's here, and so is Alex Berlin. Thank you for the 49 months. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. The Ice Cream Man. Every Sunday we hear the Ice Cream Man. Right around noon. He's coming down the street, everybody. We're not gonna listen to him today though, because this game's pretty exciting. I'm not gonna pause everything to listen to the Ice Cream Man. Okay, I kind of am. Either way, Taurens soon going to be on their way out. Blizzard to help break the towers. Chaemiko really giving it all in this game. I respect it. Super respect it. Is Starbuck going to give this spot up? He's going to wait for a better army later on for the tier 3 for the Taurens. Damn, Chaemiko. Holding. Stabilizing. Maybe. Just maybe. And there's the tiny Great Hall. 60 supply, tiny Great Hall, and 2 Taurens on their way. Master training will probably follow. Starbuck. I would be a little bit afraid to fight if I was Starbuck, I'll be honest. Just put down a tiny Great Hall. Waiting for the Taurens to reinforce. But nice ensnare. And he's using the shop to scout during this. So he knows he's going to get the big Gargantuan. And gets a Healthstone out of it as well. Not the greatest item. But it's okay. Here comes Chaemiko. Stormbolt. Is that Stormbolt level 2? It is. Oh, actually, Bolt Bash. There's no clap here. Gonna get the Kodo kill. Oh, this is getting a little scary for Starbuck. It's kind of crazy. Very impressed by Chaemiko. Kills the Walker! And there's no master training. Wait a second, everybody. Hold the phone. Are you guys seeing the same game I'm seeing? Because this does not look impossible for Chaemiko right now. Blizzard is fantastic. Oh, gets a little bit afraid. Raider dies immediately to the bolt. There's only one more Raider left. Blizzard again. Last Raider. Not bolted, but the Spirit Walker dies. Running with the 500 bits. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Militia come in. Is Starbuck losing? Raider gonna die here as well. 56 versus 54 supply. No lumber for Starbuck. He's built 2 Taurens, but he's got very little lumber. What is the play? Without Raiders, without Dispel right now. Headhunter's trying to get in on the casters. Starbuck's got the micro, but he might just not have the units right now to do it. And this is really the issue with Firelord, right? If the game goes long enough, you're stuck with a very suboptimal second hero. Versus a Mountain King, which, you know, I don't have to talk more about that. Still, though, 3 Taurens, level 5 Farseer. And the expansion's still up. Blizzard on the Headhunters. Everything is starting to get slowed. 4 Taurens in the front. And now the Raider reinforces. Very important Raider. Shop did not finish. Just barely. Maybe 1 Tauren will fall. I'm surprised he's not using more bolts. Heal scroll used for Starbuck. Why is Chaemiko not bolting? Okay, now he's going to bolt that Raider to get the kill. Little bit mispositioned, and he capitalizes. Out of mana on all the Sorks, look. That's because of the resistance skin on the Taurens. The slow just doesn't last that much. 1 Tauren gonna fall. Slow start again. Heal scroll purchase for Starbuck. More breakers reinforce in. I think more Taurens are reinforcing in, but now Starbuck forced to go for another Walker. Double reveal from the crystal ball. Okay. Potion of vulnerability, trying to kill 1 more Tauren. Loses 1 Sork. Level 5 on the Archmage. Is that level 3 Aura, I wonder? No, level 3 Blizzard is too tempting. Tauren's starting to pulverize. Stormbolt. Might get another Tauren kill. Saved by the heal scroll. Level 5 Firelord. Raider. No bolt to kill him. Need to be careful with the Mountain King. Incinerate level 3 goes pretty hard. Oh. Archmage now ensnared. 2 Taurens and a Raider about to fall. Chaemiko really wants these kills. Goes for the Firelord, but there's a greater heal. Doesn't get the greater heal off. Also didn't get a bash, but he somehow still kills the hero. Starbuck was not ready for that. If he had the health stone, maybe the HP regen would have actually saved him there. Raider goes down. That was the only Raider. And 2 Taurens are about to fall. 1 of them dies. Are there master training on the walkers yet? No, there isn't, because Starbuck hasn't had the opportunity to get it. Tauren falls, chain lightning. 1 more Stormbolt. Is he going to go for the walker or the Tauren? Oh, it's so close. The expansion's still up and mining, you guys. Chaemiko has to keep fighting. Walker will fall. Jesus. Careful. Gotta be careful with everything. Potion of vulnerability was purchased for the Farseer. Caster's dying. Master training now started. He's surrounded the Archmage almost. Wizard landing. Mountain King has a bolt. But what can you bolt right now? Starbuck doing it? Just barely. He's just pumping out units. Level 5 Mountain King. What a game. Chain Lightning getting a lot of kills. Another Tauren might die. He's trying to kill the Farseer. Forces a Potion of Vulnerability early. But he knows he's got level 3 Bolt. It's going to have to be a TP from Starbuck or an Invis pot. Yeah, he buys a TP. Can the Mountain King get a Bolt off on this Tauren? Does. Starbuck loses nearly everything. Oh my god. Where's the Firelord? 25 seconds. Gold mines are out! What you see is what you get. Chaemiko is out of resources. Ring of Regen is going crazy. He's going to get level 6 on the Archmage. Can the ultimate actually have some value? There's no way of stopping the ultimate if there's no Raider, which there is not a Raider right now. Mass peons. Firelord is back. Healthstone, by the way, was sold, I think. Walker tries to revive the Tauren, but dies in the process. Chain Lightning killing everything. Archmage gets level 6. Does he go for Mass TP? I think he should. Stormbolt now on the Farseer. Was the Greater Heal already used? It was. Bash kills the Farseer. Mountain King. Will it live? He went Aura level 3? He could have mass teleported away. Mountain King dies. The expansion's still mining. Starbuck's going to win, I think. Starbuck does win. If he went mass TP and TP'd out there after killing the Farseer. He just needed a mass TP away. Holy. What a game. The clutch Tauren revive as well. That was a hell of a game between these guys. Damn. Very close ending there. Chaemiko, I mean, hats off for sticking with it, you know? Like, how many players would have left in that game at many, many points? But he holds on and just barely doesn't win. It came down to the peons being pulled. Not sure Mass TP would have saved him since he was on the clock. Yeah, I just mean if he would have TP'd back and just gotten a little bit more health and mana and then immediately came back like 10 seconds, 20 seconds later. But definitely was a very close ending. Jesus. All right, 1-0. Let's check out game number 2 between Starbuck and Chaemiko. Winner of this will face Sonik in a best of 5. I guess either way it'll be a human versus elf. I would like to see Starbuck play Orc if it was him winning, but either way. Let's check it out. I hear the ice cream man again. Here we go. Bottom right, here's Starbuck. Standard Farseer headers again. Upper right. Chaemiko going Pally Rifles. Pally Rifles, baby. Paladin. Wait, is this the old Pally Rifle build? This is the old Pally Rifle build.
A player's forces are under attack.
He did not get a camp crept before the Farseer got here. One wolf gets surrounded. There's a nice force on the resummon early. First headhunter's here. So weird to see a 0 XP Paladin. Well, not quite. He's got 20 XP, but...
A player's forces are under attack.
What a game, that first game. Jesus. Three riflemen are out. Fourth on the way. Still tier 1. Tower before teching. Starbuck is probably grinning right now. Nobody knows this strategy better than him. He knows when he sees a delayed tech, 4 riflemen and a tower, and no camps crept. He's in a good position in the early game. The tower's up. 5th rifleman should mean Chaemiko can start to win the exchanges. Shop force in the back as well. Another thing Starbuck's going to be happy about. Militia called. No 5th Rifleman yet. Where's that extra farm, Chaemiko? Need one more farm. Yo, Triflex1995, thank you for the 2 years. Very kind, very kind. Says love you back to Warcraft, guys. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for the support. Holy Light gonna be forced. Might be not enough, though, to save this next Rifleman. Nice resummon from Starbuck. Getting a first right. He's kind of owning him, guys. He's kind of owning him, I'm gonna be honest. If you're gonna play this build versus Starbuck, you better have the build down perfectly. Because Starbuck knows exactly what he's doing here. Naga coming out. 7 headhunters. And early +2 attack as well. Or no, sorry, +1 is already done. My bad. I thought that was upgrading, not finished. Chaemiko forced into the back of his base. He might lose the altar before his second hero can come out. Yeah, the forgotten 4th farm as well means he didn't have the 5th Rifleman, which is kind of a valuable timing. It's the one time in the game you can sort of force the orc back before the Naga comes out. But in the case of this game, there was just never a 5th Rifleman. Chaemiko trying to hold on. Blood Mage back in 45 seconds. Can he hold the altar long enough? I think he can. I think he can. And tier 3 tech with the Torn Totems now. Obviously, this isn't the end goal for Starbuck. He doesn't think he's going to win right here. He's just trying to do enough to slow down to make space for the double Torn Totem we see coming up. Alright, Farseer's out of mana now. Blood Mage is going to be out. And 5th Rifleman almost out. No long rifles, however. Damn, if you look at this game, you would think, like, why the hell would I ever play Pally Rifle? But it doesn't always go like this. It's actually quite difficult to do what Starbuck is doing, but at a glance, you're like, why would you ever choose to be in the position that Chaemiko is in? But now he can finally break out of his base. Needs to get long rifles. Oh no, he already has long rifles. My bad, he got it. He did get it. And he got +1 at some point. So he just needs to keep building Riflemen and creep now. Will we see Chaemiko go for a tier 3 tech? That's what we may see very experienced Pally Rifles players do. Doesn't quite have the lumber economy. Nicely done from Chaemiko there to not give up that last hit. And tier 3 about to be done. First walker's out. We're going to see the double Tauren soon enough. Chaemiko worked miracles last game. It's not as dire of a position this game, but it's getting there. I do wonder if Starbuck's being a little bit over-aggressive. He maybe should back up and creep himself, but he knows better than me. First walker is out. Needs to siphon away that little bit of mana from the Naga if he can. Holy Light going to be forced on the Blood Mage. He doesn't have mana on the Paladin. Loses the Blood Mage. One header does die, but I didn't think he was going to lose that hero. It's only level 1. First Tauren is out and on the way. Adept training now for the walkers coming out. Blood Mage. Gonna be back in a second. Tier 3 is on the way for Chaemiko. A playable game, it seems like, for the human. It's been tricky, no doubt, for him, but with that Blood Mage coming back, I think he's gonna hold on here long enough to get tier 3. Militia called around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. No real way to kill the walker if morphed. It isn't morphed on time. A huge kill by Chaemiko. Now the block, he's gonna kill the Naga. Chaemiko, absolute Giga Chad today, dude. Huge play with the militia. Dude, if he just brought those in like here, that would not have happened. But because he brought them around like that, he was able to get them in front. God, what a Giga Chad, dude. This guy. How can you not love him? Starbuck. Still, with tempo in this game, he can probably still go for a tiny if he wants. Farseer. This should be level 3. Paladin does get level 3. Farseer does as well. Health Stone and Pennant of Energy from the lab. Quite a nice item. Can be used quite efficiently with the Siphon. You transfer it between heroes. Oh, Flame Strike. The zoning Flame Strike. Cool little animation, actually. When you look at it in its whole duration, when you're not just terrified of it, and you just actually look at it and enjoy it. Quite cool. Double Griffin Aviary is up. It's a little bit late because the lumber has been struggling for Chaemiko. But he is successfully at tier 3 now. Maybe a Mountain King 3rd, or maybe a Fire Lord 3rd. Both options would be warranted. Does have to supply for a 3rd hero. We're gonna be Fire Lord. Level 3. Will it be Siphon or Flame Strike? Flame Strike level 2 it is. Tiny Great Hall already mining. Starbuck continuing the tempo that got him this far. Chaemiko with a push. Maybe Chaemiko could try to kill the peons and then burn the TP. That would be potentially a game-winning play. If he can kill all 5 peons, or 6 in this case, and TP out. Chaemiko should not fight, but killing the peons is fantastic. Because Starbuck doesn't have the extra peons right now. He needs to rebuild them. He loses 1 rifleman, but buys himself a lot of time to get the griffins out.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, again, forgetting farms has been the bane of Chaemiko this game. Starbuck, again, just always doing something super active on the map. Goes for the red camp immediately. No headhunter upgrade, no berserkers. Well, he's getting it now, but lumber's always the issue. Especially when you go for a tiny that early. You just don't have the peons. Like, how many peons does he have at home? 3 on lumber. Well, 4 on lumber. Okay, well, he rebuilt 2 at the main. But that's just not a lot. When you need Taurens, you need Master Spirit Walkers, you need Berserkers, 3 heroes, a tiny Great Hall, Pulverize, Troll Regen, he's got Backpack. You know, it's a lot of lumber. So he just couldn't afford it until now. Okay, Shadowhunter is here. Hex, very valuable on small numbers of Griffins. Of course, he's going to want to use it more on the Blood Mage, but it's still good on Griffins if you can spare it. You can actually get most of the army hexed when it's just a couple of Griffins. Is he going to kill the peons again? Ooh, the Berserker actually scouts it. Nice find by Starbuck. Chaemiko with no town portal. 3rd Griffin coming out. Starbuck 69 supply. Nice. Flame Strike is going to hit. He hexes it. Really nice. That's really difficult to do for Starbuck. You have to hex while the sound happens. You hear the sound and you immediately hex. Very, very nice micro so far by Starbuck. Flame Strike next one I think will land. does land huge. Forces a speed scroll, but still hits the majority of the damage. Hex now on the Paladin to try to kill the Blood Mage. Heal scroll used. Purge now on the Rifleman that's out of position, but 4 Griffins up in the air. One more Flame Strike. Will land. Two Taurens low. No Master Training on the Walkers. Started now. 1 Tauren falls. There was a Hex on a Griffin. Does he have double orb? No, just single orb on the Shadowhunter. Normally you'll see the orb on the Farseer. Holy Light does save the Blood Mage. Blood Mage has a Potion of Invulnerability. Walker does die. Tauren does die. Potion of Invulnerability. Paladin level 4. Siphoning away some mana on the Naga. Does keep the Blood Mage alive. Maybe Cloak of Shadows. Next Flame Strike is going to be massive. Oh, Starbuck crumbling a little bit here. He's got a lot of Berserkers left over. The expansion's still mining. Maybe a similar position to the last game, really. If you can just hold on to the expansion. Maybe a nice time to see one Knight cheekily built for Chaemiko. Expansion is broken, though. Starbuck gives it up. Ooh. Chaemiko's fighting today. Didn't think we were going to see this close of a series. What the hell? Up is up. Now Chaemiko, importantly, has access to a town portal if he needs one. Reviving the Taurens. Only got 1 revive. I think there was 1 more Walker and 1 more Tauren corpse, but do you really want to revive too many more Taurens in this situation? Having 1 is nice, but you don't want to have like 3, for instance. Look at the Hex again. So well done from Starbuck. It's not easy to do that. Gonna have to staff out this Griffin. Does he have the staff? Doesn't staff it. Walker is gonna die. Okay, now he staffs that Griffin. Clarity purchased. Okay. Chaemiko, are you going to keep building Griffins against this amount of Berserkers? I wonder. Because Starbuck is starting to get to the point where he's going to be happy with his army against Griffins.
A player's forces are under attack.
Might want to just see a second orb at one point. It's going to be hard to afford a second orb, though, already being above upkeep. But I do wonder if we should go into some Knights. Is that a common thing? I ask you, Pally Rifle players. Farseer level 4. I was going to say, if the Farseer is almost level 5, that could make a big difference. Shadowhunter level 2 is nice. Heal Wave can counteract some of that Flame Strike damage, if he ever gets a Flame Strike in. Plus +8 now. That's good creeping. Look at all the mana he's getting. Oh, yeah. Making sure to get full mana on that Blood Mage. That is fantastic. $56 versus 69.
A player's
Nice.
forces are under attack.
And Endurance Aura was found from the red camp, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that already. Oh, 1 Griffin webbed. Starbuck doesn't find it in time. In a position to catch out reinforcements. Chaemiko has no TP, though, so he's got to be very careful. Nice Hex. Oh, but this is a juicy Flame Strike position. Yeah, and he zones him out with it. Starbuck. If he eats the Flame Strikes, he'll lose the fight, but I don't know if he can fight into this choke point, you guys. I don't know if it can happen. This is too good of a positioning for Chaemiko. Juicy Flame Strike. Splits up the army. Red camp engages. Not an ideal situation. Speed scroll away. Maybe the red camp can be crept now, though. By Chaemiko. Trying to get Blood Mage level 5, obviously, for Flame Strike level 3. Quite an insane upgrade. Flame Strike again. In the middle of it. You can't dodge that one. No, loses one headhunter. Red Camp looking for the XP. It does go to the Shadowhunter, who also gets Khadgar's, an insane item for Starbuck. 2 auras now from the red. Trying to split against the Flame Strike. Stormhammer's only now finishing. Someone says in chat, you're totally right. But it is now done. Splash damage online. Oh, the Flame Strike is so good. Is there heal scrolls? There is one for Starbuck. He's going to have to use it, though. He's trying to get the Farseer in position. Shadowhunter died in the meantime. Oh, no. The next Flame Strike. Heal scroll used to counter it. Tauren does die. But Starbuck, against all odds, with insane items. I don't know if he's winning this fight. Oh, careful with your Blood Mage. Oh, the Stormhammers. There comes a point when Griffins are just so good, man. When Griffins are just so hard to deal with. He's got pure anti-air, but he just can't do it. And Chaemiko ties it up. And we go to game 3. Wow. We go to game number 3, everybody. Pally Rifle works out in the end. And we go on to Warhail. Need bats? I don't know if that's what you need, man. I think you just need to win before that point, honestly. Bats don't work because you're against Paladin with Devotion Aura. You just kind of need to win before then. You need to hold that tiny. That's what it comes down to, is holding the tiny Great Hall. But either way, Chaemiko somehow surviving into game 3. And we go to Warhail, the boat map. And remember, last week, Starbuck impressed us very much with his boat micro. You guys remember, don't you? Don't you remember the boat micro? Warhail's a rough map for Orc, isn't it? This whole map pool is pretty rough for Orc against Human. It's just how it goes. All right. And we go into game number 3 in just a second. Okay, let's see what these two have in store. Wow, imagine. I would not think of a world where Starbuck doesn't make it through here. Let's see. Bottom left going for the Mountain King is Chaemiko. Upper right, again with the Farseer Headhunters. Starbuck. Creeping, I only think because this map is so huge that you kind of have to. If you run across, you really don't get much done. You know, there is a world in which Orc, I'm not sure what it's like nowadays because I think this creep camp has been made more difficult, where you could buy a boat early and quick expand as the Orc. I think that could be a play Starbuck could go for, but we'll see. Because the boat's already available. You can get the boat before your hero's out. So he could go for the Boat Island Expo, and it would be pretty much uncancelable for Chaemiko. One thing he can definitely do with the boat is avoid storm bolts. There's just so much value from the boat. Like, as long as Starbuck gets the boat and fights on water, Chaemiko's never going to get a bolt surround. There's a tech in the shop, and Spike barricades early because he knows he's giving space to what he probably assumes is an Archmage to creep to level 3. But we know it's a Mountain King.
A player's forces are under attack.
Thing for the MK. Footman scouting the creeping. Both players going to be level 3. And both players going to have the Storm Reaver Hermit for Purge. I really don't think Starbuck knows it's a Mountain King. He's going to be very surprised when he sees this MK. An Expo coming up. No tower. There's a tower in the main. There's level 3. Both get the Mantle of Intelligence. Or a Robe of the Magi. Wait. Robe of the Magi, yeah. It's like, which one's 6? Which one's 3? Mountain King hidden until this point, and what a perfect time to reveal himself. Does he get the surround? Of course he does. His name's Chaemiko. And that's going to be a TP right away. And now you know what he succeeds in doing? Deny as well. Starbuck can never go across the map to harass this expansion now because he's got no town portal. Will it be Wind Riders? Shadowhunter second. Looks like tier 3 tech probably.
A player's forces are under attack.
Starbuck just chilling for now. He knows. He knows. The Mountain King is going to chase down so many units. He's got a ton of mana. Every Stormbolt's going to be a kill. And maybe even some bashes. Yeah, there's one. Farseer comes back in. Now he's a little bit more comfortable health-wise. Another Bolt. Chain Lightning gets the Mercenary kill. The Bloodgill already out of mana. That guy does heal for you. Chaemiko has started his tech. And yeah, it is tier 3 tech. Okay, this is the kind of new approach these days, I feel like, which is nice. You just go for a tiny Great Hall counter expo. Instead of trying to play any tier 2 stuff. I think it's very solid, because tier 3 is, of course, super valuable. When you're playing Farseer Headhunters, you might think like, oh, why don't you tier 3 counter expo versus Night Elf, for instance? Because you don't get as much value out of tier 3 if you're Blade Shadow, Raider, Walker. But when you're playing Farseer, Shadowhunter, Headhunters, yeah, you get a ton of value out of tier 3. You get Berserkers, you get like Kodo upgrade, you can get an orb on your Farseer. It's super sick. You go into Torrens. So going for the tier 3 Tiny Great Hall I think is a great choice for Starbuck, and it's been a common choice. We saw Lynn do it as well in the Dolphin Cup recently. Now Chaemiko may be forced to play defensive, but look at the priests. Or the Murgle Bloodgills, I suppose, healing up the Mountain King. Good pressure from Starbuck. He's going to have to go back home to buy a tiny, or maybe he'll do it on a third hero, potentially. Like a Blade Master third. And yes, I did say Blade Master third. But yeah, that hero could buy the tiny. That'd be a fantastic way to do this. Just. Oh yeah, but he hasn't cleaned up the expansion. He hasn't crept it. So he does have to go back home now to counter Expo. As much as he would like to continue the pressure, he did not creep his own expansion. Unfortunate. And this is also tempting to creep right now on your way back, but he's got to kind of beeline back. Yeah, a wise choice. It's a hard decision to make. There's so many more tempting decisions on the map to creep in the center, to continue the pressure. But he's just going to get the tiny and counter Expo as soon as he can. His experience has showed him that's the right play, and I agree with him. We'll see if Chaemiko, as someone asks in the chat, will it be tier 2 or tier 3? It could be Griffins. Yeah, it's going to be Griffins, it looks like. With a Paladin second. And this will, I'm so sure it will be Blade Master third for Starbuck. Oh, silly Stormbolt, but why not? Stopping the Hex aggressive play. And now Starbuck can creep the shop for a nice consumable. Wolf continues to track the Mountain King. Nicely played. And TC third. Oh, come on. What's the benefit of BM third? Lin's been playing Blade Master third with this style recently, just to have better anti-air. You get an orb on your Blade Master and go crit mirror image. And he's just better than a TC against Mass Griffins. But TC's not bad either. You get the aura. You can still get an orb on him to be able to attack the Griffins. It's just like Stomp and Shockwave don't get much out of it. But it still can be good. And Starbuck obviously isn't certain that it's Griffins just yet. But now he's going to be with that Wolf Scout. Still cancel it. Can go for a Blade, but he won't. We got our first boat, everybody, for Chaemiko. Starbuck is aware. He does this play all the time himself. Oh, I love this map.
A player's forces are under attack.
Trying to get one Berserker. Probably will eventually. Starbuck just going to keep on creeping, getting a Shredder. And we did see him get a Bestiary as well. I wonder. You could play Bats as Starbuck. In fact, you might have to play Bats. The Paladin's not going to be as high level as it was last game with like level 2 Devotion Aura, level 3 Devotion Aura, for instance. So you can get away with Bats. And obviously also you have already armor upgrades for the Griffins because you get them for the Riflemen earlier on and they share an armor upgrade. So yeah, Bats against Pally Rifle is a no-no, but in this situation, much more doable. Now, once that Shredder works, we'll probably see 2 more Bestiaries, maybe even 3 more Bestiaries go up. Crystal Ball reveals the 3rd. Also paints a picture of where Chaemiko's been and hasn't been, which is important to do.
A player's forces are
Next 3
under
Griffins
attack.
are on the way out. The good old 9 Griffin timing could be what we're seeing. If some of these footmen go down, just get 9 Griffins and push with a Paladin level 3. And Starbuck could lose here, guys. He really could. I'm a little bit worried, man, for our big favorite in the tournament.
A town is under siege.
It might be Chaemiko having to face the Warden of Sonik in the Grand Finals.
A player's forces are under attack.
Torn Chieftain. Low, but has a Potion of Invulnerability. A lot of footmen are null supply. This could be the one fight that Starbuck is favored in, but more Griffins reinforce. I don't think it's getting any better for Starbuck, though, unless he should take the fight right now. He's got double heal scroll, but he's a little bit timid. Orb on the TC as well. Hero levels look fantastic for Starbuck. Walker, focus down immediately. Stomp lands on pretty much everything that it can. That's a nice micro so far by Starbuck. Paladin is level 3. Chain Lightning. TC doesn't get the potion off just like in game number 1. Or was that game number 2? I don't remember anymore. TP out for Starbuck. Oh, that's a lot of losses. The power of the Griffins, man. There comes a point when there's just not much you can do against Griffins. Oh, and the Raider left behind, the Berserker left behind. There just comes a point, like, I just don't know what army you're supposed to build, necessarily. Like, now he's about to have level 2 Devotion Aura and 2 armor upgrades. You can't build Bats anymore. This is why, yeah, Blade 3rd is played a lot more with Orb. But you pretty much are stuck with just playing Berserkers against Mass Griffins, which is doable. But yeah, he could have gone for Bats earlier. Like, the first couple fights going for Bats is strong. But he only has 1 Bestiary still. He's got to fight with what he's got. And it's not that much. Look at the splash damage. One Griffin nearly goes down. Nice kill there. TC starting to purge some things. Positioning getting better for Starbuck. Nori OW3, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate that. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Oh, nice purge again in the back line. Trying to micro the Berserkers. Falcon level 5 as well. Chaemiko, I think, has done it, you guys. I think he's in the grand finals. Almost won the first game as well. Chaemiko playing pretty good today. Although he did not know the actual Pally rifle build order, but a win's a win in my book, and this is going to be 2-1 for Chaemiko. Well done to him. He's going to be facing Sonik. Nice try to Starbuck. I respect the orc play. Always good to see, but today is Chaemiko's day, and Starbuck will be eliminated. Yaws with the easy katka in the chat. Very impressive from Chaemiko. Very well done. Honestly, did not expect that at all. Like, when we saw the first game, like, the Phylor get picked up, I was like, oh, here we go. Game's going to be over in, like, 6 minutes. Game 2 is going to be exactly the same. Like, that's what you expect when you see Starbuck versus Chaemiko. But sometimes you forget, like, Chaemiko is a gamer, man. Chaemiko's a gamer. Remember, Starbuck kind of made his name initially when he was first on his up and up as a player. He kind of made a name for himself beating Chaemiko. We were like, oh my god, this guy's really, really good. He was able to actually defeat Chaemiko. I forget what the tournament was, but I know the last game was on Tidehunters, right? So that's how good Chaemiko was. He was sort of the benchmark for, if you're a good player, you can beat Chaemiko. And sometimes, you know, we overlook it a little bit, but when Chaemiko has a good day, he can beat anyone in the world, including Starbuck. And that's why we end up with Chaemiko against Sonik. Yeah, that surround in the early game. That's always a good start to playing Mountain King first, right? Alrighty. What do I need to do? Oh yeah, I need to change the stream title. Gonna play this Warcraft music. Boom. Best of 5, last series of the day. Now, Sonik had the highlight of the day with that blink last hit on Last Refuge. Chaemiko definitely had the game of the day. Game 1 against Starbuck there. Choose outcome. Oh, some people are losing points. Who's losing points? Fess up, come on. Who's losing some points here? Yo, Resident Rhino as well. Thank you for the 32 months. Says, let's go Sonic. Appreciate that very much. How you doing? How you doing? Let's do a prediction. Who will win this best of 5? Will it be Sonic, the bad boy? Or will it be Chaemiko? Will it be Chad Miko? I'll give you guys 2 minutes on this one. There's your prediction. Grand finals, everybody. And we're going to be starting on Boulder Vale, actually, for the first time today. Yeah, Warden from Sonic has been very impressive today. I hope we see some Warden play. He owned Hawk with his Warden. Kind of. Kind of, really. See if he can do it again. Both players seem to be in tip-top shape today, which was nice to see. You never really know with these two. Sonic a little bit less consistent, I'd say, overall, and Chaemiko not practicing as much, but they're both bringing their A game. Let's see if they can continue. Game number 1 in the bottom left. Here's Chaemiko going for the Archmage. Continuing the trend of Warden on a great map for Warden, I think. Boulder Vale, if practiced enough, is a great map for Warden, and Sonic's going to do just that. My man. Let's see how these two play it. I can't imagine Chaemiko's too familiar with this map. For Sonic, this is a War 3 Champions map, so he should have played it a decent amount. Yeah, the map pool a little bit strange today, no doubt. No doubt in my mind it's a little strange. But that's how it goes. You guys are the ones that vote for the maps. Wisp detonated, and creeping begins. Quick shot for Sonic. And one thing that Sonic's been so good with is his creeping. Really has been very, very efficient with his Ancient War movement. Did this creep? What is happening? What? Okay, this guy has evasion, this creep, and he just dodged 4 attacks from Sonic. Maybe even more, before he was able to successfully pull it. Anyone see what I just saw? As we can see the misses, because this guy's got evasion. Look how much he's missing. Alright, level 2. Chaemiko, Claws, and Ring is plus 6 damage already for him. Ring of Regen for the Warden. You're going to be pretty happy with that, aren't you? Aren't you, though? Second Ancient War, or rather Ancient Wonders was found. Was this canceled by a footman earlier? I think he pulled the creeps onto the second AOW. Nicely done from Chaemiko. He's going for... He's tower rushing. He's all-inning. Is he going to buy dust? Sells the TP, buys dust. This is an all-in. He didn't show the militia. He hid the militia from the Wisp. And I think he continues to. Chaemiko's so smart. Sonic goes into the main. Now this game just got really interesting.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sonic Ancient Wonders rebuilt 4th well. This just got very, very interesting, you guys. Chaemiko could send a couple peasants back home. Wouldn't mind that. Sonic gonna have to TP. He's burned all his mana on peasants.
A town is under siege.
Chaemiko has just enough lumber to get some towers up. Warden coming back. One guard tower coming up. Gold lacking for the second one. Is he not mining? Okay, now he is. Second one coming up. Boots of Speed also was purchased, by the way, and a Circlet. Archmage has some excellent items. Moonwell's all getting soaked up. One archer about to die, does fall. Tower attempted to be canceled. Can he repair? He's got so many peasants for the repair. Oh my god, and he's just barely saving them. Second archer went down. He's got to switch targets again. Third archer gonna go down. He's not switching targets. The guard tower gets up. I think Chaemiko just won this game. Arcane Tower is also going to get up. Ancient War barely goes down. Everything is going perfectly for Chaemiko. It's just his day, isn't it? And he shows you, this is what you do, Hawk. This is how you beat Warden. Sonic trying to build 2 more Ancient Wars. He's still tier 1 as well, by the way. So there's no light at the end of the tunnel. There's no tier 2, no potions, no second hero. Lumber, by the way. Look at the lumber for Chaemiko. He probably doesn't have any peasants on lumber at home, if I had to guess. Maybe 1. No, he has 0 peasants on lumber, so this is it for the repair. But the guard tower gets up. Okay, he's building peasants now back at home. Archmage. There is a Shadow Strike. Archmage will die to a Shadow Strike. By the way, Ring of Regen. Could there be a better item in a game like this? Okay, he's starting to mine some lumber. Another tower. 3 seconds. Sonic's thinking about canceling it. 1 second. It's going to get up, though. Archmage manages to get away. Will Sonic evacuate his main base? I don't think the game's quite over. But is he deciding to give up the main? Ancient War's trying to waddle in. Archmage coming back. There is a Shadow Strike. Archmage has to be very careful. Oh. 2 mana. 1 mana, but the Boots of Speed save him. Ancient War is coming in. Mass Wisps to repair. Unfortunately, he couldn't save this Ancient War. Sonic could break these towers. Let's lose some more archers, however. Given some time to repair his tree. Oh, Archmage comes back in. Continue to build archers is Sonic. The repair has been so good. You can see why he pulled so many peasants. You need them for the repair. And now the Archmage is healthy enough to actually pressure a little bit. Cancel on the clarity as well. Or Sonic just wants to get a Shadow Strike to try to kill the Archmage. And 1-0 with the Tower Rush for Chaemiko. Oh yeah. You guys know I'm a fan of a little bit of cheese. You guys know I like a little bit of cheesin'. Do-do-do, boo-do-do. Alrighty. 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. As we jump into Last Refuge. Will Sonic play Warden again? Will he dare play Warden again? Against Chaemiko that has shown he's willing to do anything to get the W today. Let's see, as we go into map number 2. What a day. What a day of games. It's been a quick one, but there's been some very interesting games today, for sure. I've seen a wide variety of stratagems from our pool of players. This looks like it's going to be a Demon Hunter. I don't know why, I'm just feeling it. This would be the first Demon Hunter from Sonic today. Except for, he played as a second hero on Hammerfall. Warden again. Sonic loves his Warden. Mountain King for Chaemiko. Alright, what do you got for us this time, Chaemiko? We know how the Warden game went for... Is he gonna go for the Blink Harass again? You think? You think he'll do it? I don't think Chaemiko was watching that series because he was just getting home from work. I doubt he was watching. It's not that sort of tournament. You just sort of show up and play, right? So maybe the Blink could work again.
Are under attack.
Let's see. Warden. Grabbing the item, and it's now going across. Warden's still saving the skill point. We could see it twice in a day. Is Sonic going to define the meta? Or was Hawk just really slow? It seems like Hawk was just really, really slow. Yeah, no chance for anything from Sonic. Did Hawk kill the rock golem last? Is that why? I don't know, I have to go back and watch. Stormbolt. I mean, if he goes Blink, I suppose he could get some kills. He's gonna need it now. Oh, Sonic. TP's out. Alright, he went Fan before he even got surrounded. Well, never mind. Sobi Mask as well is a crazy good item for the Mountain King. Best item? Probably. Maybe certainly. Chaemiko's just gonna probably Expo now. There it comes. The militia are called. Wisp is scouting, but there's not much the Warden can do. At least not until level 3. And Chaemiko has what Hawk did not, an Arcane Tower. In fact, he did this both games, the early Arcane Tower, which is very, very nice. I feel like sometimes human players don't remember the times when a Demon Hunter would staff in with Immolation and kill all their peasants because they didn't build an Arcane Tower. I think in this matchup, you kind of just gotta build an Arcane Tower. And Chaemiko is doing just that. Mountain King comes across. That's one archer. Dunzo. If he's not careful, that's going to be 3. Oh, the Wisps detonate. 3 Wisps detonate. He's got a Sobi Mask. He doesn't really care. I mean, Chaemiko is dominating Sonic. There's no two ways around it. Warden has a greater mana, but no health to really utilize the mana. Mountain King hiding. Look at the positioning for Chaemiko. Mountain King? Wait a second, does he have to TP out now? He doesn't TP! And now all of a sudden, Sonic has a greater mana. He's in the face. Wait, hold a minute. Hold the phone. Equipment gonna go down. Is he gonna pop the greater mana? It's so tempting to pop the greater mana. Does. And Shadow Meld. But he's not gonna get another... Yeah, he doesn't get any more fans out of it. Thank you, Disengage, my man. Almost level 4 on the Warden. How the tables turn. Sonic finds a way. Oh boy. Just needs to remember his Hunter's Hall now, please. He needs to build it right now. Healing up. More mana. Each more pivoting over. Warden is almost level 4, and that is pretty good progress. People are getting a lot of points today, I'm sure, off Chaemiko in the chat. Ooh, is he going to go for a Naga second all-in at the expansion? I think so. I think this is going to be Naga second. Does he have 50 supply Moonwell? He does. This is looking pretty strong for the Warden. If Sonic just goes for one big push. With a Naga, again, to reiterate. Could even move the shop a little bit closer in the meantime. Oh, lasted up for grabs. Priest does go to the Warden. Mud Golem and Ogre Mauler. Mud Golem is Chaemiko, same with the Ogre Mauler. Wait, is the Warden just dying here? The Warden's dead. The Warden is dead, the game's over. Okay. Tries to deny it. It's going to be every archer dying to the Mountain King right now. Mountain King's going to get a level 5 off of kills here. Even gets the tome to boot. Chaemiko doesn't even care about the Ogre Mauler because he knows he's not giving experience to anything currently. Denies it even because he can. Look at the Mountain King go, man. Archmage can't do this. Now, Archmage can cancel your expansion 6 times like Hawk did earlier, but can't do this. Warden back from the tavern. It looked so good. It looked like Sonic could really hit a nice timing. But he just not the most opportune creep jack, let's say. Almost a deny. He went for it. Mountain King's almost level 5. That is horrifying for fans of Night Elf. Warden's getting there too, though. No doubt. No doubt Warden's getting up there. The question becomes, which is scarier? Are you guys more afraid of a level 5 Mountain King or level 5 Warden? I'm really not sure, actually. They're pretty evenly adept heroes, I would say.
A player's forces are under attack.
Warden has a better ultimate, so there's a more scary level 6 potential. But at level 5, they're both pretty scary. Shizu, thank you for the 8 months. Zoe, how you doing, man? Appreciate you. MK can't kill peasants, 10 peasants in one visit. Oh, you should see TH versus Infi from 2012 on Echo Isles, if you don't think that, my friend. But anyway, speaking of peasant kills, I like the tier 3 from Chaemiko as well. He's got his Zeppelin ready.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think Warden's getting level 5 in the Zeppelin.
A town is under siege.
Okay, Chaemiko, you do need to drop the peasants again to start mining. It's a second Zeppelin. Gets a little bit confused. It's like that, was it 2-card Monty or whatever? When you, what's the game when you have the 3 cups? You gotta, like, find it. He accidentally sent the wrong Zeppelin back home.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright. Look at this. Alright, we're all good. We're all good. In the meantime, Mountain King is killing absolutely everything. Items all over the ground. Warden did get level 5. And Warden's not going to win this fight. This is where the Mountain King... This is his domain, let's say. Is another bolt. Wait. Oh, if he gets a bash. There's a 1 bash. Potion of Invulnerability.
Players
This would be hilarious if he kills the Mountain King.
town is under siege.
One more Shadow Strike. Zeppelin! Zeppelin! No! He could have if he had the Zeppelin there. He could have. 2-0 for Chaemiko. Match point, tournament point, series point, all those things. Oh, man. It's good stuff, dude. It's good stuff. How could you not find this entertaining? Are you kidding me? Maybe one more bash. Oh, we go to Warhail, the boat map. Truly a Sonic game is why I love live matches. His live matches, true. All right, just waiting for the game to start. All right, Warhail with the boats, everybody. You know it well. Let's see what we got in store. Here we go. In the bottom left, Mr. Chaemiko up 2-0 with the Tower Rush and the Mountain King play versus his opponent Sonik, who's gone for the Warden twice, but he says no more. I'm not going to play Warden. I'm also not going to play Demon Hunter this entire tournament. I am going to go for a Tavern Hero. When I'm against the ropes, oh boy, I'm playing a Tavern Hero. Let's see, will it be Mountain King again? Dark Ranger, definitely a possibility on this map. We've seen it before from Sonic. Mountain King versus Dark Ranger is kind of a classic matchup. We used to see Mountain King as a response to Dark Ranger. Sort of like a blind counter. Way back in the day. Hell yeah, no police, please. My man, my man. Everyone knows DH is too weak. True. Beastie Boy, I think? Could be. Could be Beastie Boy. But as you guys know, Beastie Boy is always on vacation, right? They told you that back in '93, okay? Should've listened to Rick Rubin. Alright, Footman gonna pull the Mercenary Camp. Let's see what Tavern Hero it is. I think Dark Ranger. Firelord, though, if he plays aggro. Let's see, so many options. Altar about to finish. It is Firelord, an aggro Firelord play, indeed. Hopefully, for Sonic's sake, he does not get surrounded immediately. That's all I'm gonna say. This is looking good for Sonic right now. Firelord doing a lot of damage. Bone Chimes is okay. It's not great. One peasant goes down, but he has to give up the creeping to heal up with the Blood Gill. But with the blocked base, there's not really much more Sonic can do, I'm afraid. Chaemiko just says, alright, time to get passive.
player's forces are under attack.
Could have been a Stormbolt steal almost, but Tome also goes to Sonic. One archer gonna fall. That's how Stormbolts go. Creeps actually kill it. Could see a the Purge guy, perhaps. Don't you think? Don't you know? Lava spawn potentially going to be surrounded. No, he's just going for archers. No way of killing them in Shadow Melt currently, though. And we're splitting. We're getting a lot of lava spawns. Kind of a cool play from Sonic. Just keep on creeping in your opponent's face, and eventually there's going to be so many lava spawns you can't do nothing. Keep on creeping, Sonic. Would love to see another creep camp. Maybe even finish up this one. No, they expire, unfortunately. Can't keep the momentum up. We could have gotten to the base anyway in the first attempt of harassing. Stormbolt is still 18 mana away. They do manage to split. Oh my god, I didn't think these guys were going to split. Sonic barely gets the double. I think they were like seconds away from expiring. Chaemiko's still on tier 1. And Sonic expanded behind this. Alright. Yeah, the base was always open. I don't think that was on purpose, but it works out. Chaemiko just attacks. He's playing tier 1. Or rather, 1 base. I knew the number 1 was utilized somewhere in Chaemiko's strategy. And the Tree of Life. Gonna waddle on down. Was built quite defensively, so gonna take a while. One archer probably falling. One footman nearly goes down. Does, actually. Purge on the lava spawn. That was a fresh one, I think. Bash! Could get the surround off the bash. Blocking now, too. Thought he was going to chase until he had a Stormbolt, but Firelord manages to get away now. Chaemiko, I'm surprised he didn't want to expand. Why tech? Double Blacksmith. Classic strategy out of Chaemiko. When will he notice? I don't think he'll ever notice. He's got enough farms. He has no reason to go back home. He's calling Militia with a hotkey, so he's not looking back home. Yeah, I think this second Blacksmith is going to finish. I'll be honest with you guys. We'll come back to that in a second.
A player's forces are under attack.
Militia being called. He's going straight tier 3 tanks with 3/3 upgrades. True! That's what I thought too when I saw that. Why 2 Blacksmith? A mistake. Just a mistake. But he can get 2 upgrades at the same time now. Level 3 Mountain King. Straight for the Firelord. What other hero in the game could do this? He just goes straight for like a full HP Firelord. And you know what? He's going to force the TP. Maybe even kill him if he gets a bash. 1 bash. Does get the bash! Oh my god. Close.
Player's forces are
It's 2 Blacksmith, by the way. They did finish. Expansion with the Shredder. Chaemiko's on the clock. Archmage second, of course, because when you're playing 1 base, you can't really go tier 3. So you need Archmage second to build casters. Forces 1 detonate. Lots of Huntresses and heavy armor on its way. This looks pretty good for Sonic, guys. It looks pretty good for him. He had a clear plan and he executed it. I gotta say, not bad at all. He should just keep building hunts.
forces are under attack.
Just literally go up to 80 supply hunts. What the hell can Chaemiko do if he just keeps building hunts with heavy armor? I don't think he can do anything. Other than go tier 3 and try and get Griffins. But the expansion will have mined for too long. Demon Hunter second even. Chaemiko is on the clock big time. Could be seeing us go to map 4. Would not surprise me at all.
Player's forces are under attack.
More Huntresses coming out. And continues. Is he going to give this XP to the Demon Hunter, though? That'd be nice if he was able to give most of this to the Demon, but maybe a little bit too late. Does he arrive? We get a little bit of experience at the end.
Player's forces are under attack.
And Chaemiko just trying to get Archmage 3, and then no doubt he'll push. That's his only play at this point. Get up to as many units as he can, level 3 Archmage, and then go. Unless he's going to like creep the red and then counter expand. That would be kind of wild. But not impossible. Regardless of that, I would love to see Chaemiko creep the red next. Fire Lord level 4. Demon Hunter trailing a bit behind on experience. Now Archer's coming out as well. Huntress Archer. Just massing stuff. Which is totally acceptable for Sonic. We are seeing the red camp get crept. I wonder if Chaemiko's going to creep this as well. Maybe he just wants to go after this. There's a lot of dense creeping on this map. Like, you know, this, and then like the shop over, or like this and the shop over here. A lot of nice juicy creep camps close to each other. He is going to counter-expand. Alright, now he's just got to take one good fight, Chaemiko. And if he can win one good fight and counter-expand, he's going to be in good shape.
Player's forces are under attack.
Does he have Bash? No, just Bolt. But that's good because Mana Burn will be less effective if there is Bash. Mana Burn again. That's 3 units dead for Sonic already. Do you have enough Dispel to get rid of all the lava spawns? Doesn't seem like there's a lot of mana currently. You need Dispel. That's a lot of Night Elf. It's only 58 supply, but he's pretty efficient on workers because he's got a Shredder so early. He's only got 12 Wisps on 2 base right now. So it's quite a potent 61 supply army at this point. Heal Scroll used. Bash, finding value. Dispel now. He needs to get rid of the lava spawns if he can. He just doesn't have the mana. But Footman being traded, which isn't the worst thing for Chaemiko. Mountain King's starting to take a lot of damage. By the way, Soulburn, no Incinerate. I feel like Incinerate is just so damn good to not get. Push of vulnerability going to be forced on the Mountain King. Demon Hunter continues to get the mana burns off. Another Huntress falls. TP out now before the Mountain King dies. Rifleman barely lives. Another Archer dies towards the end. Skeletal Orc Grunt, kind of cool. Expansion is up. Maybe won't be scouted by Sonic unless he runs right down there right now. Overall, good fight for Chaemiko. Seemed to have traded a lot better. He didn't lose any important units. He only lost Footman. And for Sonic, I don't know if there is any important units for him. Oh, he does know the expansion's here. He's going to run straight there.
A player's forces are under attack.
He continues creeping. Wants level 2 Aura. He's almost level 5 Mountain King. Firelord also on his way to level 5. Demon Hunter, importantly, going to get 3 off Peasants, potentially. One more Peasant kill. Level 3 is a big upgrade. There it is. No mana burn? Saving the mana burn for the Mountain King. Nice dodge. Necessary dodge, or else the Demon Hunter would have been too low. Gets the mana burn during the invul, which is maybe a slight mistake there from Chaemiko. Militia come in, trying to save the expansion. 70 versus 56. But level 5 Mountain King. Bash level 3? Why not? He does go bash level 3, actually. Look. Or level 2 helping out a lot as well. Demon Hunter really diving for the Mountain King. But bash level 3 is doing work right now on this Demon Hunter. Wait a second. He's gonna have to staff the demon out. Another bash. Okay. The Lava Spawn summon, but not a lot of mana on the Priest. There is Aura level 2, which helps, but it's going to take a while before he can get rid of these. And Sonic is losing everything, you guys. He's losing he's losing his whole army. Chaemiko level 5 Archmage. I think Chaemiko gets the 3-0, everybody. There's going to be a bolt here in a sec. It's only level 2 bolt. Pushing vulnerability just barely lives. Maybe he can pass the staff over, which is off cooldown. He's got to pass the staff to the Demon Hunter. But he's going to get a Zeppelin, apparently. Oh, Lava Spawn's putting in work. Mountain King, low HP, but priests are healing. Demon Hunter is dead. Firelord's level 5, I guess. Shredder's fighting back. Instead of getting a Zeppelin, oh, he did get a Zeppelin, he's just not using it. He buys a Shredder to keep fighting. Oops. And Firelord goes down. Mountain King level 6, and Chaemiko with a fantastic day. It's the 3-0 against Sonic. Oh, it was a fun series. Very fun indeed. Mamma mia. Indeed. GG's, everyone. Thanks for playing. Congrats to Chaemiko. Nice try to Sonic. Really good series against Hawk, of course. Chaemiko also defeating Starbuck. Very, very impressive day for him. So well done. Thank you to everybody. Cool to see Mr. Shush participating as well. Maybe we can see him again next month. But that is it for the month of August. Now we're into September. Subtember it is, everybody. Which we will have a new set of players, a new set of cups. And we also have, oh no, it's just 4. We only have 4 Sundays in September, so it'll all work out perfectly. All right. One thing left to do is we got to vote for the maps for next week. Which? Boulder Vale, Northern Isles, Last Refuge, Warhail, and Hammerfall. And 3 votes. End at 22. Great poll. Hello, Anna. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for that, Anna. I appreciate that. And Brikachu, thank you for the 5 months with the heart. Very much appreciate that. And you guys can go vote for the maps you want to see removed. Currently, there's 5 maps in the pool. There is Boulder Vale, Northern Isles, Last Refuge, Warhail, and Hammerfall. You guys can remove 3. That'll leave us with 2. And then I'm going to randomize 3 more in. You understand? So go and vote. It is pinned in the chat. Alrighty. There is the results so far. Go ahead and vote, everybody. If we do not get 38 people voting, I will not pay out the prediction. Okay, it's not happening. 38. We need 38 people. Whoops. $38 people. Right now we got 11. 27 more. I'm looking at you, Anna. I'm expecting you to vote. I'm expecting you to vote, Anna. Show me. Makura map is safe. Very safe right now. Is there no Makuras on Warhail or Boulder Vale? No, there isn't. You're naked? Even better. But Sack? There we go, Anna. That's what I want out of you. We know Saul's already voted. We know that. We need 18 more, guys. You guys have another 3 minutes to vote. We're getting to 38, no problem. 38, and I'm paying out the prediction. If not, you guys are just never going to get those points. And I know a lot of you guys voted for Chaemiko. I know a lot of you did. What the hell's the Makura? I keep hearing that all the time. I don't have my card yet, but when I get it, I'd be able to show you. But it is the creep at the shop on Tide Hunters. You know how at the shop on Tide Hunters, there's like 2 turtles and this little Makura thing? That's it. 12 more votes, everybody. 12 more votes. There we go. Saul has the emote in the chat. There's the Makura. There it is. We need 11 more people to vote, or else you're not getting any points, everybody, okay? I don't see the vote link thing. It's pinned in the chat, but I'll repaste it. Here, I'll paste it again in the chat. There you go. Never would have guessed it was this. True. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. There's surprises every day in life, you know? It's a beautiful thing. There's 28. There's probably Natick voting. There's probably Yenna voting. As we hit 29. Need 9 more people. 9 more people, or you've sealed your fate, Twitch chat. I do like you, Mr. Carson. Thank you for such a good Carson. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Very kind. Very kind. Excuse me. I need to drink some water. Life is a box of Makuras. True, true. Why is it that the cast talk this much about Makura? We just like it, you know? 35. 3 more votes. We have never once hit our goal of amount of people I wanted to vote. Okay? Never once. But we're so close, everybody. Do it. Do it for the people. We have 1 minute left. We need 2 more people. 36. 2 more. 2 more. We're so close. We're so close. We're running out of time. You need to vote. We're running out of time, everybody. I need you to be panicked. I need you to panic. I think we're out of time. You know what? You guys tried. It was a valiant effort. I'll pay out the prediction. Okay? I'll pay out the prediction. And Trey Hardy. Thank you for the 25 months. Appreciate that. You guys earned the prediction. I'll pay it out this week. Here. But with that, Last Refuge, Boulder Vale, and Northern Isles are out. And let's see which ones we're going to add in. Is Turn to stand in the map pool? I gotta check the map pool. It is. Okay. Come on, spin the wheel. Number 1 is, sorry for this. Links. It's got to be done. Secret Valley. I like the... You guys hear the one guy that goes woo in the clap track on this website? It's pretty, where they one guy just thought he had to be the star of the show when they record this clap track. Listen to this. Listen to this. Oh, barely autumn leaves. Like, it's like, have you ever seen that clip of who's the guy that played Sherlock? What's his name? Benedict Cumberbatch. He's filming a scene in like a courtroom, and the camera, like, it's like edited so that it's zoomed in on an extra behind him, and it's like this old lady that's just like way overacting as an extra. Anyone seen that? That's what the guy wooing is doing on this clap track recording. Concealed Hill, map number 3. Listen to this guy. Outrageous. Come on, man. Have a little shame. A little shame is good in life, everybody. And what also is good in life is having our map pool, which I will tell you in a second. Our map pool will be Warhail, Concealed Hill, Secret Valley, Hammerfall, and Autumn Leaves for the first weekly cup of next week, which will land on Sunday at 10 a.m. as always. Hopefully you guys can participate, because that is your opportunity to qualify for the end-of-month finals, which would be PogChamp to see you in, and we will be casting your games. With that, if you want to see the schedule for the rest of the week, you can go to backtowarcraft.com. That'll bring you right here. As you can see, this is where we are right now. There's also Red Apple Cup, which is, I'm not sure who's playing, but let's go more info. We have no idea who's playing in Red Apple Cup. No clue at all. But it is a Chinese tournament, so chances are, and it's a decent prize pool, so chances are it's going to be all the best players in the world. But I am not sure who's playing. Either way, it should be a great tournament, so that'll be coming up throughout the week, same time as Dolphins. So, you know, if you're, even though the Dolphin Super League is sort of over now for the time being, Red Apple Cup will take its place in terms of the schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's happening, as it seems, with Mr. Remo Demo, and perhaps Neo as well will be joining him. If you want to see, you can support the stream, all the beautiful content that these guys have been bringing you every day. You can go to backtowarcraft.com/support. That'll bring you here. Patreon.com/backtowarcraft. We got Twitch subs, YouTube memberships like Twitch sub, but on YouTube, direct donations, crypto donations, or merchandise. You click on that, it'll bring you here. Our lovely merch. This is in Canadian prices. Ignore it. Canadian money is worthless to the rest of the world right now. You can also support our beautiful sponsors, !Rogue in the chat. If you see, you can use the coupon code B2W for 20% off. But also, if you just type Rogue in the chat, like I'm going to right now, what really helps us is if you just click on that. Just click on that. They track like the people from our chat going to their website to check it out. So if they see there's a lot of interest, that's a good thing for us. And if you want to buy something, that's awesome. If you don't want to buy something, that's also awesome. Just go check them out. Just go check them out. You know, it's always good to have some nice little energy drinks. If you're playing a lot of games, if you're grinding the ladder, it can help you out. Maybe you can get to 2,700 MMR with the help of Rogue. It's also Subtember, so, you know, if you want to hit Remo up tonight with some gift subs in September, you should do that. 4 a.m. tonight, at least Pacific time. I don't know what time that is for you guys. And I think that's everything. Enjoy the end of your weekend. I'll probably stream tonight on my channel, twitch.tv/Carson with 3 N's. I'll probably stream on my channel tonight because I think I want to. So yeah, I'll probably do that. But until then, I'm going to get some food. Congrats to Chaemiko. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.